fights. Like I was
Yeah.
when I was going through all the fights trying to make my picks, I was like teetering on a lot of them on the fence. And whereas like 300, you got a lot of competitive fights, but also a lot where it's obvious like Bo Nickel versus Brundage. Like
Hmm.
someone's made to win. You don't get a lot of that on the card, so that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. So
You
hey,
got Cooper?
I want to say this real quick, boys. Sorry. The live started in the middle of Squared's discussion right there. I don't know why, but I was just
Did.
checking on Twitter. It just fucking. So do we want to restart that, or do we just
Hey,
want to fucking?
we got Square's intro.
Sorry.
I'll just run through it again. Like
Yeah,
I
Squared.
said, I
Sorry,
mean,
Squared.
Fucking
I
Let's
kind of
bro.
word it like this, anyways. Welcome to Bourbon and Bud, everybody. We're starting this live series that we do. It's going to be pretty much every other episode we record. I think is what we're going to shoot for. It's going to be Bourbon and Bud live series. This is Bourbon and Bud live series 1. As I always say, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. I am going to make it a goal of mine within the next week or two to get the Instagram more active. I mean, we got to get more out there than just Twitter, and as promotional
Oh, and
goes, TikTok too. I'm going to try my
yeah,
best to
we're gonna
to make sure that goes well. We need to get something going there.
we'll be
Again,
adding fighter edit. We'll do fighter edits. We'll add fighter edits to the TikTok.
Oh yeah,
Probably
fighter
all the ones.
edits. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. Fighter edits. Clips of the podcast, just shit like that. That could get us more recognition. But again, every like, subscribe, comment, like whatever you can do, we appreciate it so much. I mean, the people that really support us know how much we appreciate it. So, um, again, yeah, hell yeah, love you guys. Glad that you guys are here. Cart Eric
Oh,
Kart Magomedov is here. Fuck yeah, we love it. Jacob Fu is on his way. He'll be here soon. He's on his way. He'll be here. I think he said in like 10, 15 minutes. We're just waiting on him to hop in. Um, Coop, you want to
sorry.
give your little intro real quick, man? I mean,
Yeah, I don't really think there's much more to say. I mean, Knuckles kind of covered it in the intro that we really didn't get to see, but happy to be here.
You're right.
This is a really good card, and to get treated with this and 300 on back-to-back pay-per-views is incredible, and I'm just grateful that Dana White cooked up that absolute masterclass. But yeah, excited for the live series. Got some articles in the works. As you know, it is a fight week, so it is a tradition of mine to write an article based on a preview, both co-main and main event fighters. So make sure to be on the lookout for those. And yeah, ready to rock and roll and talk some MMA with the boys.
oh yeah, let's get
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna take the shot. I don't know if anybody's got anything poured up or a drink to take or whatever, but um, let's get it, boys.
Here's
UFC 299.
that was horrendous.
Yeah, oh god.
I hate fucking shooting. I love running.
All right, well we're here. Damn, boys. All right. I guess hell, I don't even know where to start. I mean, talking about UFC 299.
Well, I wanted to talk about just kind of since we're waiting on predictions. I mean, what I want to say is, can we be honest? Like, what do you guys think is better, 299 or 300? In your opinion, I think that 300 has more bang. I don't know how do I put it. It has more big name fights overall from beginning to end,
Right.
but I feel like 299 has more matchups. Squared said it best. The matchups are so fucking good in 299. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
dude, from top to bottom, you look at like Oleg Zaczek versus Pereira, and that's what the last fight on the early prelims.
Yeah,
If you think about that, that's the way I've been, because I have people at work that enjoy UFC, but they don't really follow it the way that we do, of course.
right.
And I'm trying to explain to them that like on a normal pay per view, Michael Zaczek versus Michel Pereira, that would be like the opener of most
Dude, that's like a
pay per
that's
view
a
main
decent
cards. You know
Well,
what
that's
I
a
mean?
decent fight night main event too.
Yeah, it is a decent fight night main event, and it's also a decent opener to like a regular pay-per-view that you would think of. This is genuinely like, I mean, this is a generational card. Like,
That's
we
what
are
yeah.
fucking blessed to be able to sit here and talk about this card, to be able to sit there and watch that card Saturday night. I mean, it's insane. It's on paper. You look back on paper going into it. Obviously, we look back on some cards that are, you know, bangers now because we didn't know what those fighters would become. But looking at this card on paper right now before it even starts, it's at least, I think the floor is top 3 ever.
I on paper it's top. I think on the only
And
card on paper that I can think of off the top of my head that might be better at the time was UFC 100. But
200 was pretty good on paper.
before the fallouts, like because
Right.
yeah, because I mean, fuck the original. The original lineup of 200 was supposed to be both John Jones versus Daniel Cormier and Connor
Wow,
versus
that's a
Free.
good point
Like,
that you just said that. Knock on wood, knock on wood.
oh yeah,
299 has not had like any fallouts. I don't really think.
and the
I don't think
thing
it's had a
is
single
most of the
one.
fighters. I'm not gonna say anything because I'm gonna jinx it. I'm not gonna fucking say a word. It just, I'm so fucking ready for this card, dude. There is so like, I mean, what I wanted to say real quick too, like while I'm thinking about it, I was looking at the card earlier, and there's a separation between the main card and the prelims, right? What I mean by that is, let me pull up the picture real quick so I can kind of cook here a little bit on it. Is that the main card, or so the prelims is like a grappler's delight, not the early prelims, but like just the prelims, those 4 in the prelims is a grappler's delight, and the main card is a striker's delight in a way if you look at it. And the early prelims is just kind of like fucking chaos. Early prelims is just chaos because you don't know what you're going to get. And now there might be there might be 1 or 2 slogs, but like prelims, Blades versus Almeida. It's 2 grapplers. One of them's
Yeah,
going to try to
true.
shoot. You got Chukagian versus Barber. Chukagian's like a all around fighter, but Barber I think relies on a grappling a lot. Gamrot versus Dos Anjos. If that doesn't go to the ground, I'll be surprised. Munoz versus Phillips.
I don't think that goes to the ground at all. That's not a ground fight. That's a
Nah,
that's
yeah,
a
No,
scrappy stand from distance.
I
Right.
agree
Who
with
can throw the
Max.
best leg
I
kick
think
fights?
Pedro's gonna be like kind of that scrappy
Yeah.
type of guy, and he's
Right.
gonna
Yeah, it's
keep
gonna
on
be
his feet.
So
scrappy.
we can't
That's
we can't
gonna
break
be
it down too much. I was gonna say
Yeah.
we got to save our predictions, but the
It
main
will be
card.
scrappy, is what we
I think
can
the
say.
only fight on the main card that there's 2 that could potentially go to the ground. I think, and that is Burns and JDM and the DP and BSD possibly maybe depending on.
Yeah.
I don't think it will, but but anyway, no,
Absolutely not.
BSD,
I mean,
BSD has shown some wrestling.
Yeah.
You never know. We'll see.
It's just, dude. It's
Um,
just like let's just say it's such a good card.
I think because of recency bias, we'll talk about it obviously in more depth as we go through the
Mhm.
card. But I think recency bias has a play on the lack of ability of Dustin Poirier on the ground. Because I mean, if you look at his last opponents,
It's just it's legit.
he fought Charles Oliveira, who's a
Yeah,
elite jiu-jitsu player, and then
yeah.
you fought Habib, who is just
Also, he almost submitted Habib. Like he would have submitted.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
he would have
He would.
submitted any regular human being.
What was it?
But
What was it? If he would have moved to what was it? If he would have moved to half guard, he would have had him. I think right, but he didn't. Like he didn't move to half. It was something like that.
Something. Yeah.
I have to watch the fight back. I remember he said that he made a mistake in his head and fucking caused the choke to slip out. But like Habib has even said that he was like seconds from tapping or passing out. Like I mean that's Dustin Poirier is fucking he's legit. He's legit. But
Yeah.
it's a good card. I'll say it again. It's a good fucking card. I mean, when Joanne Calderwood or Joanne Wood is your first fight, and again, I know a lot of people probably think she's boring as fuck. You don't think much of her, but when she's your first fight, I think that's pretty solid, especially against Marina Moroz.
I
That's a
mean, it's also like the card is so good. Who the fuck cares what the first fight is? Come on.
Right.
Like, enjoy the fight. Like, just enjoy the fight. You know what
I
you're
think
getting
that-
yourself into.
I will say,
It's
hey,
like-
I was gonna say, yeah,
It's like
we're
it's
not
like
gonna.
an appetizer, man. Nobody loves the salad that they get before the main course. You know what I'm
The
saying?
leafy greens,
Nobody
bro. Yeah,
loves the
leafy
salad
greens,
that
bro.
they get before the main course, but they know it's healthy and they know it like does good
Bro,
for
I
them.
love that.
And then
I
they
love-
move into the fucking main course,
I love that analogy.
and the
I
main
love that
course is
analogy.
like fucking Ruth's Chris, bro. Like it's like we're talking cream
Bro
of the
said
crop.
Roots Chris. I love it.
Come on, you know, gotta love what you have at face value. You know,
I like it.
obviously, I don't. You know what? I want to talk about that. Actually, that's a good. What do you think the mindset of someone who's like, you know, like we're talking about UFC 299 is one of the best cards on paper that we've ever seen. Joanne Wood and Marina Moros, sorry, Moros. What do you think that their mindsets are going into this card? What do you think? Like, what do you think they think about it? Because obviously they are they know, they have to know. Common sense tells them that they are the least attractive fight on the card. What do you guys think goes into that mindset as a fighter? You know what I mean? It's weird, you know. What do you
I
think
think
goes
that-
in?
Can I give my thoughts on this real quick?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
I
ahead.
actually have been kind of thinking about this a lot. I think it's because of the fact, and it sucks, but because of the division that they're in, it hasn't necessarily put on very like a high quantity of good fights. So I feel like that kind of weighs down that like fight by association almost. Like because I don't even know what they are. Are they straw weights or are they flyweights?
Strawweights, I believe. Yeah. No, they're flyweights. They're flyweights. My bad.
Oh, they are. Yeah, because they're straw or sorry. Yeah, flyweights. Yeah, because they're flyweights, they won't really put on a good fight because we haven't seen very many good ones outside from like the top of the
Yeah, it's like championship fights. Yeah.
yeah, it's like championships and number one contender fights. But
Yeah.
also I do think it's because of their like past fights because if hold on one second. Like Joanne Wood looking at her last fight versus what's her face? Luana Carolina.
Yeah.
I can't even know her name. She like handily I know it says split decision, but just looking at the stats, 177 to 123 total strikes, 131 significant strikes to 100 and 2 takedowns. So I mean like
That's
I'm
a lot for
sorry.
a women.
I think I remember
That's a
that
lot
fight.
for a
I think it was it was one of those fights where it was takedowns and nothing done with them.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
And I don't know about you. If you enjoy grappling more than you enjoy striking, then great. All power to you. Not going to judge you. That is not something that I enjoy to watch. So
Yeah.
therefore, in my eyes, it brings down the quality of their fights and
Right.
in turn their division.
Yeah, no, for sure. My question is more geared towards I know we can't really say because we're not fighters, but as a fighter, how do you go into this card, UFC 299, knowing that you're opening it up, but it's one of the best cards ever on paper, and you probably know that people consider you a boring fighter. I mean, they probably know that, I mean, they're on social media. They have awareness, at least to some degree. What do you think that mindset is? Like, if you had to put that in your own head, I know it's hard for us because we're not fighters. We're just talking about this shit. But what do you think? Like, what do you think that? How do you think that for both of them, honestly?
I just think that I think that fighters get to a certain point where they like that stuff to kind of tune out. Like
Well,
Joanne
you would think so, but you also like hear every fighter every day saying
Yeah.
that the biggest
Well-
deal of it is the mental game.
Here's the thing. Joanne Wood, she's been checked out for like 2 years, bro. She like if she doesn't retire this fight, which she probably won't because
Dude,
she's
I was
just-
trying to get on the podcast.
No.
I'm
Like
kidding.
no, I'm not trying to shit on her. I'm just saying, like she's been checked out though. Like, I mean, fuck. Actually, you know what? I don't even care. I'll be honest.
Knuckles, I was fucking kidding, dude. Just tell us what you think.
She's been checked out for a while now, and she's looked like a shell. She's looked like a shell of her former self. Honestly. Oh, there's a man. There's the man. There's the myth. There's the legend right there. But yeah, no, Joanne Wood, I feel like, is checked out, and like Marina Moroz has been just middling her whole career. Like she's had some banger performances. She had one against, I think, Randa Marcos, but I just feel like when they're both so middle ground, like Wood, it's like maybe a pride thing and like trying to like collect her pride before she retires, and with Morose, I feel like it's just collecting a paycheck. That's my opinion on it. I think that they don't. I think that they are happy with the opportunity and the situation given, like to have their faces put on a big stage. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. It's again, like you said, we can't get in the fighter's head, so it's hard to say. I just feel like that they don't.
Yeah,
I don't think give a fuck as much.
I feel like
Regardless,
aside from where those fighters are specifically in their personal careers, optimistically, you'd hope that they just try to make the most of the opportunity and realize it's like one of the better spotlights they're going to get in their career. So try to make the most out of that and do what you can. But that's just like aside from where Wood and what's her name are at in their careers and where they're trending. But yeah, it's what you'd hope for at least.
Yeah, I agree. And that's the thing too, is that the matchmakers, when they put together cards like this, especially ones that they want to be remembered, and I feel like they put this together to be remembered. They know what they're doing with their matchups, and I feel like Morose and Wood can match up decently. You know, and it's the same way with the next fight after that, Vergara and Almabayev. You know, they know what they're doing. Like obviously, Vergara and Almabayev aren't like big names, but the matchup makes sense. It's like Felipe Lins and Kudalaba as well. You know, like nobody's fucking jumping for joy on that fight. But those are two guys. Well, number one, Kudalaba is just going to go out there and be a psychopath because that's what he does. And number two, um, Felipe Lins also, like, he doesn't go out there and be a psychopath, but he bangs. So you know, they're just throwing together fights that they know these people are going to fucking just swang and bang and probably have fun. And you know, it's the UFC. We're gonna have at least one boring fight. Like I don't remember very many cards where there has not been at least one fight that's been like, you know, middling. So, but overall, the card on paper looks like almost every fucking fight's just gonna bang. So, but who's here? Our boy Fu, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the butcher. Let's go, the butcher. Hell yeah, brother. What's up?
I haven't been called that in a long time.
I appreciate that.
I'll drink to that.
Hell yeah. Oh, are we doing a shot? Hang on, buddy. Let me pour one up.
Are we live?
We're live.
Yeah,
we're live.
what do you think we're doing?
Oh,
What do you think we're doing? We're alive, brother.
Oh shit!
All right,
I better
bro.
put some pants on.
You fucking better, yeah.
I poured a shot up, brother. Whenever you're ready.
All right,
Fuck
damn it. I gotta go
Let's
pour
go.
a shot. No.
Let Max pour his.
Y'all go shoot the shit for a minute, and I'm gonna go pour
Okay,
a shot.
so shooting the shit, since we're gonna talk about it, because we're probably not gonna talk about it later because we'll be too fucking toasted. Ngannou versus fucking Joshua. That's an interesting, like, that's gonna be fun, I guess. Right.
Yeah. Oh, before we get all into all that too, shout out to
Yeah.
comedian Romeo Mack, bro. I always forget to shout that fool out. Anybody else, I don't care, but I needed to get that out of the way. I do care about you guys, but I need a shout out.
Dude, Romeo Mack, the homie. Dude, I'm telling you, if I go to STL, I gotta get Romeo Mack to come up to fucking St. Louis. Dude, we get like, that'd be fucking dope if Romeo could come to when I go down to Nashville. That'd be cool as fuck. But yeah, if we could, Romeo's fun. Fun fact, Romeo fucking put me to sleep with an arm triangle in Nashville. It's pretty fun. That guy actually can grapple. He also weighs he also weighs at least 100 pounds less than me, and he just effortlessly arm triangled me. And I'm like, okay. I was like, this is this it's how this works. He also trains at ATT in Atlanta, so like, I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Right?
I would have took advantage of you if you're passed out. What?
His brother laying in the covers in his bed.
What's that?
Nah, it's a pillow, bro.
Okay.
Bro, I would fuck.
Okay.
Yo,
My
hey,
dude's just like curled up in bed, you know, fucking podcasting with us.
Before we do the shots, I want to do the shout outs to all the people that commented on our post real quick. Let me switch to the fucking B&B profile, but
So, let me switch to the Bourbon and Bud profile. Like, it's just a fucking, it's just a fucking tour that I gotta do. Oh my god.
so do we want to do the shot before we answer these questions? I'm just gonna ignore Max's fucking just bullshittery, but
I mean, kind of warranted. You're just what would have happened if I didn't say anything? We're just gonna sit here in silence while we're live on fucking YouTube.
fair.
God, dude. I mean, I'm trying to fucking keep the ante up, my brother. Let's take this shot, you piece of shit.
All right, hey Max or Fu, you ready? Actually, I might cooked already.
Probably.
Cheers, boys. Coop, you better drink your water, brother.
I got my
You know what? Now that we took shot, yeah. Let's just all
Squirt was drinking Gatorade, dog. I seen that fool.
Let's just all sit here in silence. And let's just all.
Fuck you. What'd you, Coop? Did you give a shout out to your air bottle again?
Yeah, my Air Up water bottle that I got gifted to me. Hashtag
Hell yeah, bro.
Ah.
Hell yeah. So, real quick shout outs on the fucking profile. Let me see. Gosh dang it.
What are you seeing?
I can't navigate shit right now.
Yeah, you're really bad
anyway,
at this.
real quick shout out. So to the people who liked the thing, shout out the MMA alien, the homie. Shout out Johnny, shout out a bitch ass Max. Shout out
Pretty rude.
shout out to Sam, and yeah, shout out to Knuckles and Fu, the two
You know, I
coolest
could
members
just like
of Bourbon Bud.
kick you from this if I wanted to.
That's hey, I mean, you'd lose half your viewership because it's. I mean,
Oh, yeah, they want to see shirtless Knuckles, huh?
hey Fu, you had like fucking, you had a.
That's why you wore that shirt. That's why you wore that button-up shirt, so you can just easily fucking removable. I get it. I respect it.
Fucking chest hair out already. No, fucking. But run through these questions real quick so we can, because I won't answer these if we're fucking wasted. I just want to run through them real quick. Not because if we're too wasted, we won't answer them. So Johnny asked, "How did such good-looking guys all end up on a podcast?"
I just put out a message out there, and I was like, "Hey,
yeah."
I specifically said, I was like, "Hey, some good-looking dudes. What are you doing out there?"
Exactly. Like, and I just want
the good-looking dudes flock to the podcast. I don't know what to say, and I genuinely like measured. I had a 10-point system as far as attractiveness as far as males go, and then I said,
"No, we're not rating."
Yeah, no, I did though. I did. I was like,
he's gonna say, I got a fucking 3.
Yeah. Well, Knuckles got like a 2.9, and I was like,
hey,
you know what? But he's a fun guy to listen to, so maybe we just add him and we pretend we give him some confidence here and there, and we'll bring him to Nashville, Tennessee, and make it work.
But when I take my
I saw
shirt
Squared
off,
and I was like, well, he's a fucking 1.3. And I was like, God, dude, like, God. But he lives in Nashville, it's convenient. So I was just like,
I act like we're not going to be face to face this weekend.
Dude, you'll do fucking nothing, man.
How many times have I done something though? I've done like a lot. Like
you fucking like
out of you.
hugged me a whole lot for like 10 years, and then
I just showed up because I heard there was a lot of good looking guys, and I thought I was going to get to kiss somebody, but
yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes.
But that's how, So we just over under time mark is Knuckles shirtless or does something wild. Have I done anything wild yet?
I don't think so. I said 0-0 colon 0-0
Yeah,
colon
1.
0-1.
Me being here is kind of wild, like, a little bit. What
We just
early
all know
prelim?
what's gonna happen.
What Sam asks, what early prelim are you most looking forward to?
For me personally, it's gonna be Robelis Despaigne.
The Spain, I guess. I don't know.
Despaigne. I mean, we'll talk about it when we put our predictions in, but come on. We know how that's gonna go. Dudes,
Yeah.
last 3. Yeah, I'll talk about it more in
Mine is Michelle Pajeda and Michael Olejejek. That's
Yeah.
that's chaos.
See,
It's-
yeah, I felt like that was the obvious choice, so I just went with.
Oh, so he had to be a hipster and be fucking different. We all know.
I mean, dude, it's still a good choice.
No, they're both good choices. Because one, you're gonna get to see the absolute, probably nastiest fucking knockout you've ever seen. So,
Square.
Yeah, Squared. What do you got, brother?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go Rebellis too, just because it's really intriguing to see how that plays out. I mean, I think we know how it's gonna play out, but it'll be just cool to witness that fucking
Monster.
Massacre.
Yeah, fucking lab baby.
I would literally I'm 6'3" and I would look like fucking up to him. Like it's crazy. Oh yeah, I was gonna say Squared. You're about the same height as me. We'd both fucking just be like looking crazy.
Don't give Square that much credit. Come on.
Hey man, if you look at the picture we fucking took, he's almost as tall as me, bro. It's all good. Fool, what you
got me beat by a couple inches.
Hey man, I try to give everybody a shout out.
Um,
Also, hey, it's okay. Eric Anders lists himself at like 6 foot, and if you look at the picture, he's almost taller than me. I don't know. That motherfucker ain't 6 foot. Yeah, that motherfucker's like 6'2" for sure. Who? What
was the question?
What is your?
What was the question?
Hold on. What is your
undercard?
What is what
early
prelim? What early prelim are you looking forward to?
Oh, the Cuban for sure.
The Cuban.
Yeah, the
Nice.
Cuban, bro.
Nice.
Coop.
Knuckles is the hipster now. So.
Coop, what about you, brother?
Think,
Pereira versus Oleksichuk.
It's like Olejejek.
Olejejek. Mostly because I'm not forgiving Michelle Pereira for missing weight against Wonder Boy and robbing us of that fight. So I have to root against him now.
Bro, it sucks because in Kansas City, when I ran into him, if anybody knows, I was like, bro, like he was only a few weeks out from his fight. I was like, dude, you're eating popcorn. Popcorn's a carb, dude. You don't want to eat that, bro. I told him, I was like, man, because he speaks English. He doesn't, by the way. Anyway, and I was like, bro, like you can't eat that popcorn, dog. And he didn't listen to me. And if Michelle would have listened to me when I met him, we would have had that fight. But
well, it's all Knuckles' fault.
I think we have one more question, then we get on to the breakdown. Smokey J, by the way, he does great fucking art. So shout out Smokey J. Since Sean O'Malley now has pink shorts, what's the next custom shorts you'd like to see a fighter get? That's a good question.
See, several fighters asked for them. Let me think. Damn, that's a good question. I've seen so many ask for. Maybe I would have said fucking Volk Aussie shorts if he didn't lose. Hell, I don't know. That's a good question.
That's a good question, yeah.
Which ones he was asking for? Brendan
Hey.
Allen, he was asking.
I want to see shorts, jean shorts.
Oh yeah.
Brendan Allen was asking for jean shorts.
Jesus, no.
What?
Purple. He's asking for purple shorts.
Oh, purple. Purple would be dope. Yeah. I mean, I think that it would be pretty cool if what's the dude? Who's the fucking guy? I can't. It's bad, dude. This is bad that I can't remember his name because I was trying to get him on the podcast. Who's the fucking guy I met in Kansas City? The little short guy.
Charles Johnson? I don't know.
No, the little short guy. The guy. I don't want to say it. The guy that was on video, what's his name?
Oh, Jeff Molina.
Jeff Molina. Sorry, Jeff. I fuck it because he fucking ignored my message.
This is live. This is fucking live. I can't go in and edit that, dude. I cannot go in and edit that. You just.
That's why I said it, because it doesn't matter. He ignored my messages. He ignored my messages.
God.
But anyway, I was gonna say
Jeff just straight up
live. Jeff Molina could get the rainbow shorts, bro.
Yeah.
Get the rainbow shorts.
You just.
I think they had that a few years ago with the I think it was during Pride Month. They had like the tracing of the name.
Yeah.
Rainbow. Those were pretty cool.
That's crazy.
He did. No, he did. Actually, Jeff, I fucking remember Jeff Molina and his name on the Reebok shorts. His name was in rainbow pattern. And that's why people gave him shit. But like, no, I like Jeff Molina, but also fuck you, Jeff Molina, for ignoring my like DMs and shit. After we met and you said you'd come on the podcast, bro. Whatever.
Did you meet his cousin or something?
What? No, I met him. I met Jeff Molina, bro.
Okay.
But anyway, that was the last question. But shout out to Smokey J, Sam, Season Bets, and Johnny for submitting questions. Let's get on to the breakdown, right?
Yeah, let's do that for sure. UFC 299. Like I said, one of the best cards we've ever seen on paper. We're gonna touch on most of the fights. We're gonna skip over a couple just for obvious reasons, but we won't even talk about them. First one we're gonna touch on just minorly is Rebellis Despanier versus Josh Parisian. We all know what's gonna happen. Parisian's well on his way out of the UFC, and this is gonna be his one-way ticket. I don't think anybody in this little panel here is going to disagree. Knuckles, go ahead.
Like I'm going to agree 100%. It's going to be Rebellis to Spain, but you know me, I'm the guy that like has to fucking give like some insight to it. That's just me. I've got to get on my soapbox. Like,
well, I mean, the insight is the dude. His last 3 fights have lasted 19 seconds total, so that's the insight.
The only thing that I want to say to anybody that's wondering about the difference, Josh Parisian has 14 more fights than every single one of Rebellis de Spain's opponents. So, or 14 more wins. So, like, that's the only insight I have to give, is that Rebellis was fighting people that hadn't had a win besides one. But again, when you're fucking 6'7", 6'8", and you're a Taekwondo Olympian, people can try to close the range and grapple with you, but it's going to be hard. That's Josh Parisian's only hope. But again, Rebellis 6'7" with an 80. It was like an 80 fucking 3 or 84 inch. It's John Jones level reach. So, I don't see it going any other way than knockout. But I just want to give people insight in case people were trying to like make parlays and shit. Josh's only chance, just don't bet on him, but his only chance is closing the distance and grappling. Because Rebellis is a Taekwondo Olympian, not a fucking wrestling Olympian. A lot of people were mistaken. There's a lot of people that thought he was a wrestling Olympian. No, he's Taekwondo. So there you go. Squared, what about you, man? You got anything to say about this one?
I mean, yeah, I got Rebellis by a quick touch of death, like most people. But I mean, there are a lot of unknowns about this fight because I don't know. Do we know anything? I mean, other than Olympic gold medalist and all that, in MMA, do we know anything outside of those 4 fights in 19 seconds? Like, does this guy have any grappling whatsoever?
In his very first fight, he almost made it to the end of the first round, and then gave the death touch. So everybody talks about those 3 fights where it was like literally less than a minute combined. It was like 40 seconds combined. But in his very first fight, which was in Titan 2 or 3 years ago now, he went almost the whole round, and I think the guy made it inside his distance a little bit, but he pretty well, I think he shucked everything off. So no, I think the guy's pretty fucking good. He's pretty good. But yeah, I guess
I'm just giving Josh the benefit of the doubt, which is a lot of doubt, fairly so. But there's a lot of unknowns about Rebellis, so you never know if those might come to light and bite him in the ass. But I would not bet on that happening. So,
bro, look at the reason that I say that. The reason that I said, like, wanted to give the insight into Josh Friesian and Robelos' shit is look at Shamil Gaziev this last weekend. The UFC thought that guy was gonna fucking. I picked Rosenstruik. I was insanely confident because what I saw Gaziev do against Martin Boudet, I was like, yeah. But anyway, that's why I am like, if I could bet, I would not bet on this fight just because of that reason. But Fu, what about you, brother? What do you got going on this fight?
I'm definitely rocking with the Cuban, like I said, bro. I'm excited to see him, the Taekwondo. So yeah, I'm definitely rocking with him, and I have him in my fantasy league, so that doesn't.
Oh yeah,
that's why I'm swaying towards him. But I was excited ever since once I found out he was Taekwondo, I wanted to see I wanted to see him in the depleted heavyweight division. So maybe
that's the thing.
We have a star in our hands.
I mean, like heavyweight elite striker Taekwondo champion. That's crazy, dude. That's fucking crazy. Taekwondo is mad underrated. Just gonna say that. Don't get me wrong, it's just a lot of kicks, but it's fucking mad underrated. So at heavyweight, somebody that can like extend their leg up, that's fucking crazy. But Coop, what about you, brother? What do you got cooking up on? What do you think about that fight?
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't really have a big opinion on it. I think it's gonna be a good one, but I don't really know who to pick. So I'm just gonna kind of abstain from this pick and just kind of enjoy the fight.
Because of the unknowns, I feel you, bro. I
Yeah.
feel you on that. I feel you on that. Okay. Maxwell, ready for the next one? You're muted, brother. You see him right now?
You're a fucking dickhead. You're muted. Fuck
Dude,
you.
he was like, no, his face was like,
I hate you.
I
Michel
love it.
Pereira versus Michael Oleksiejczuk is the way you pronounce that last name. Michel Pereira versus Michael Oleksiejczuk. I've got Michel Pereira just because if you look at both of their histories, Oleksiejczuk, you would think on paper would look the more like technical guy, but dude, Pereira has gone away to a point from his capoeira. When he makes weight, he does well, and he actually looks pretty damn good when he does well. So I think Michel Pereira is gonna get that one done. I think it'll be a close fight. I think it'll go to decision. To be honest, I think Michel Pereira runs a close, unanimous decision. I would say. Knuckles, what do you got?
It's gonna be fucking chaos. If you're asking me who wins, the fans, that's who wins this fight. Like legitimately, if I could pick, Sam also asked like low key banger, this low key banger. Like this fight, we're talking about shit that's gonna go fucking crazy. This fight may only last a round, in my opinion. I know he picked unanimous decision. I think somebody's gonna go fucking out, and I think Michelle Pereira is gonna win. Not just because I met him. Like I'm not just trying to be biased. I think he's fucking cool. I think he's got all the shit. We've seen it. He's honed in the capoeira, and that's the thing too. Is when you hone your stuff in and you like have it as an arsenal, you can fucking whip it out. That's the thing. Michael can like throw some overhands, and then all of a sudden Michelle's like, "I'm gonna fuck it," and just fucking whip out a fucking spinning wheel kick. That's what I like. But Michael Olajejek, right? I think that's how it's pronounced.
Oleksiejczuk. Yeah.
Right. So, um, that's fucking funny. His name is. Sorry, I'm not gonna go into that. That's stupid. I just laughed at that, but it's the name spelling of both of them is funny. But yeah, I got Michelle Pereira by.
I don't know what the hell you just said, but like you're literally like cracking yourself up in your head, and we're just like, all right.
Because okay. Do you want to know why? Like it's stupid as fuck. So this is some weaponry for Max to make fun of me later. Michael's name is spelled Michal, and Michelle's name is spelled Michel. So it's fucking funny because if you take one letter, they both spell Michael. Ha ha ha! Funny. Fucking in my head, I was like, that's fucking funny. They're both one letter away from actually spelling Michael. Ha ha. We just had 5 viewers leave the chat because of that. But anyway, no, yeah, Michelle Pajeda. I'm gonna try to keep it short. Knockout, first or second round, I think. Because Olajejek had one of the craziest comebacks of the year against, I believe it was Chidi last year. I don't believe Michelle will afford him that opportunity to come back. So Michelle Pajeda. Fu, what do you got, brother? Or no, sorry, it's squared. Or which one? What? Whoever. Squared. Turn, brother.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going with Pereira. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just a little more familiar with him. I think he's gonna kind of have a little bit of a renaissance in his career. Not that he was ever like trending downward or anything, but at 185, it's gonna be interesting to see him go against someone with a similar size to him. No disrespect to Petrosky. I love Petrosky, but he looked fucking minuscule in the octagon with Pereira. So it'll just be interesting to see Pereira. I'm not sure how he wins it. I'd probably knock out or something. I agree with you. I think they're going to go a little crazy. So, yeah.
I'm ready for it, dude. Yeah. Chaos.
Who's next?
Fu, what do you got, brother?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Michelle. One letter away from being Michael with the knockout. I don't know. I think it'll be second round knockout. You missed it, bro. Fuck. You missed the fucking joke.
I heard it. Sorry. Breaking news, though. We'll do it afterwards, but breaking news about an upcoming fight. But go ahead.
Oh, yeah. What? Oh,
so
yeah.
You said the joke. Sorry. I'm already half fucking cooked, brother. I apologize. No, that shit was fucking funny. I appreciate you. Ignore me. I am.
That'll be a badass nickname, like a fighter nickname. Michelle, one letter away from being Michael.
Or that's the thing.
I think he's gonna knock them out in the second round, bro.
Fu. Whoever wins earns the letter. Earns either the A or the E, right? That's what it is. Whoever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if I should announce that. I probably shouldn't announce that on live.
Playing Scrabble and shit, bro.
Did y'all see Dre's message?
I did not.
I kind of like Dre. If you're watching, I for sure kind of like got to be at that fucking card, bro.
I would leave him to announce that, unless he wants us.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is like if that individual is gonna be there, I kind of like low key got to fucking be at that card. So I got choices to make, or else I've got to work even more overtime to go to every fucking card. I'm about to die. I'm about to die in the next month because of the overtime I'm about to put in. I got to go to that, dude. I'll just say this. I don't know if P-Head deserves my attention, but.
All right, dude.
Just kidding. I was waiting for Max to be like, yo, fuck you. No, no, bro. Dude, Max, I'm fucking there in a heartbeat. But anyway, Coop, sorry. Coop, what's your prediction, bro?
Knuckles kind of reiterated my statement. I think it's going to be kind of like one of those slugfests that's just overall fun to watch. And I think Michelle Pereira gets it done by like late second round knockout.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Good prediction, brother.
Well, let's move on. We've been doing this shit for way too long.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
Nah, that's all good.
It's
all of our bad. But
no, I'm gonna
move on.
I'm gonna try to keep the prelims fucking cool. We're good.
Sure.
I say that every single episode.
You do. Anyway, I don't care. Fuck it. What's the next? Pedro Munoz versus Kyler Phillips, right? I think Kyler Phillips comes into this fight, and I think he is the real, like, true first one that shows us that Pedro Munoz is unfortunately done. He's 30. He's in his mid to high 30s. Pedro Munoz is, I think he's 35, somewhere between 35 and 37. But yeah, he won the first round against Sean O'Malley. He just lost against, I think, Chito Vera's most recent loss. I just think you get to the age eventually in the bantamweight division where competition just kind of supersedes you, and I think that's what we're going to see in this fight. I think Kyler Phillips is just too well-rounded, too young, too focused to lose this one personally. I don't know. Knuckles, what do you got?
So Kyler Phillips, I feel like I actually have Pedro in this fight. Because Pedro beat Chris Gutierrez, who I think is better than Kyler Phillips. That might be a hot take, probably is a hot take, whatever. Kyler Phillips also, like, he's young as fuck. I will give it, like, young. I will say young in the sense of overall age. He is young for a bantamweight. He's 28. He's starting to come into his prime. We haven't seen him except for, so he beat Honey Barcelos. He just has a lot of inconsistency and, like, showing up to fights, and I'm just saying that that's just like injuries and shit. I just think that Pedro has one more in him, like one of those y'all must have forgot kind of things. And I think that Pedro is going to show that. Kyler's going to try to mix it up, and I've got Pedro by unanimous decision. Just because Kyler also is inconsistent. I mean, he fucking lost to Raulian Paiva, who is okay, but that also was 2 years ago now. But yeah, it depends on what version of Kyler Phillips shows up. But I've got Pedro Munoz by decision. Squared, what do you got, brother?
Sorry. So I don't really have much of a pick for this one. I was kind of 50-50 on it. I could see it going either way. Obviously, Kyler's got like the youth advantage, which could be huge, and Pedro is definitely not a child. But Pedro's definitely got the experience, and that could be huge. And like you're saying, Kyler's not the most consistent. So both guys kind of have their pros and cons going into this one. So I guess I'm inconclusive on this pick.
It's fair. It's fair. Fu, what do you got, brother? If you got anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock with Pedro. I think he'll tough out a decision just because he's a veteran. But I wouldn't be surprised if Kyler wins. But right. I'm gonna rock a little bit with Pedro. I've been watching him since before he was in the UFC. So yeah, rocking with Pedro.
Oh yeah, Coop, what do you got, brother?
I am as well rocking with Pedro just because, I mean, in this game, experience is the best thing that you could possibly have on your side when it's a fairly even battle. I do think it's going to be a decision. I think Pedro's finishing power is long behind him. And yeah, I think it's going to be Pedro Munoz by decision, and I think he gets it done pretty handedly.
Oh yeah, I want to say this real quick. Just I'm not going to cook too long on it, but it's a pretty cool thing. I heard it on maybe MMA fighting, maybe DC and RC. I can't remember, but they said that Pedro Munoz's nickname is the Young Punisher, right? And when he started his career is because he was the Young Punisher. He was the young guy that's a Punisher. But if you think of it now, he's like what, 35, 36, 37, up in there in range. So now he is the young Punisher. He is the guy that punishes the young. And Kyler Phillips is younger. So I thought it was a cool little fucking anecdote. So
all right. You pushed me towards Pedro with that one. I'm picking Pedro now. I like that.
I thought it was cool as fuck because, like, his nickname goes both ways, bro. It was cool as fuck. I wish I remembered where I heard that because I'm not gonna own that one. I didn't come up with it. I just thought it was cool as fuck. But Max, I like you. I like that you're sitting out there on the island repping Kyler. That's fucking dope because he could definitely. I think he's the underdog, so he could definitely cause an upset here. So
We're talking about a 37 is
year
how old
old
is he?
bantamweight, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, but
37-year-old bantamweight. I
hey,
know
but
Kyler, or I know Pedro Munoz is like the outlier of that stat because of the things
well,
he's done.
I was gonna say, who's that other dude that was fucking? Oh, he just retired last year. He lost to Davy Grant. Fucking,
Oh, shit.
he was like 40.
Should
He
not have
was,
fucking lost to Davy Grant.
dude. Yeah,
Let's
he was
put that out
40.
there. He got
Yeah, he
fucking
was.
honed by the referee.
Yeah, he
But
was 40 and still beating dudes. He was
no, that was
40.
God
I
damn
think.
it. Um,
Let me
I
look it
know
up.
exactly what you're talking about.
Rafael
Fuck.
Sunsao.
Yeah, 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 yeah. How about, yeah.
I think he's like legit 40. I'm
Since,
pretty
yeah.
sure. So
No, he was 38 when he lost that fight, but
okay,
he
fair.
shouldn't have
But like,
lost that fight. That was some bullshit. But
yeah, he's four. No, he was 40, dude. He's 41, so he would have been 40 when he fought that.
imagine fucking you have your opponent in a dominant position and they commit a penalty and then you lose that dominant position. Make
Hey
that make
man,
sense. It's fucking retarded. But anyways, that's a different conversation we're doing.
stay mad, Davy Grant season. Stay mad, Davy Grant
Yeah,
season.
I will stay mad
Let's
because that was
go. Let's go.
bullshit. He got fucking dominated that entire fight. He just
He
got
did,
lucky.
dude. By a 40-year
Bitch.
old, by a
I
40-year-old.
will literally
Yeah.
cheer against Davy Grant for the rest of my life. Sorry.
God damn it, man! I love Davy Grant, but I will say this though: a 40-year-old Rafael Sunsao still dominating people. Let's fucking. I love that. I wish he would go like I wish he would still do like low level MMA fights. I fucking love Rafael. He was the dude that first beat fucking one of the first people to beat TJ Dillashaw, so that's a pretty cool one too. But what's the next one up, brother? What do we got? Oh, I know what the next one is. Quick on it. I'm ready for it.
All right, the next one is goodness. Mateus Gamrot versus Rafael Dos Anjos. I mean, obviously we're gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know that there's any chance for RDA here. Mateus is just too good. He's like one of the guys that is a pillar of like modern MMA where they're kind of just well rounded everywhere. Mateus Gamrot is obviously stumbled here and there. He won against Armin, right? I think he won that fight. He got beat
Should have
by
lost.
Benil though.
Should have lost.
Yeah, you can say that, but I mean that was not a robber. That was a very close fight and could have gone either way. To call it a robbery is crazy. You
No,
can't call that a
right.
robbery.
You're right.
But he got dominated by Benil.
Benil. Yeah.
Has he fought since then? I can't. He has,
Yeah,
right?
he beat. Didn't he? He beat
Jalen Turner, huh? Wasn't it Jalen Turner?
Oh yeah, he beat
What?
Jalen Turner.
Yeah,
But
that's
he
Am I
right.
also
tripping or didn't he fight? Go ahead.
he beat Jalen Turner by split, which I think
I thought Jalen Turner won. I'll be honest.
right. Which again, Jalen. Right,
But
and
we're
then
talking about
Aziz,
he
this
was
right?
losing,
specific.
and then he
Yeah,
was
but
losing to
we
Hop.
are.
He was losing to
we are.
Fazeev too.
Yeah, we are talking about this fight. I think RDA is just so past his prime that I just think Mateus.
Right.
I think as far as if you
But
consider
hey,
modern MMA fighters, he's not quite up there with like some of the best ones that are coming up, the younger guys. But I think he's up there enough to where he probably handles RDA. I think he wins a decision pretty comfortably. I think it'll be probably if not 30-27, it'll probably be 29-28. Unanimous, I would imagine.
I think that Matush Gamrot should actually be 20-5, not 23-2, because he lost to Armin Sarukian. In my opinion, and again, that's not a robbery. I also think he lost to Jalen Turner. Again, that's my opinion, not entirely a robbery. But Fazeev, if his knee didn't fucking give out, but again, that's one like injuries happen. but Fiziev was, I feel like, comfortably on his way to controlling the fight and winning the decision. Gamrot was giving him some issues. I just don't see what everyone else sees in Gamrot. You know, he lost to Guram, who lost to fucking Elvis Brenner, which you guys shit on constantly. Not you guys, Max, namely, shits on Guram, shits on Elvis Brenner. But I think that honestly, it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be a lot closer than a lot of people think. But I think that Rafael was severely undersized against Luque. That's why he like. I mean, if you look at it, dude, he was so undersized. And now that he's returning a lightweight, I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be a really good fight. I do have Gamrot by decision. I think he's going to grit out the decision. I just am not as high on him as maybe like some other people are. I don't think anybody in here is high on him necessarily. I'm not as high on him as like maybe the UFC is. I think he's a pretty middle ground lightweight. I think he's a good contender, or not a good contender. Yeah, a good gatekeeper. But
yeah,
that's
I
what I
don't
got.
know. That's he's in that weird spot of like between prospect and gatekeeper because
So yeah, like we could call him a
he'll
tweener.
show like
We call him
betweener.
a
Yeah,
tweener,
that's
right?
it.
Yeah.
Because like he'll have a fight and he'll be like, oh fuck, that guy looks like the elite of the division. Then the next fight
Yeah.
he'll look like,
He looked
yeah,
fucking
maybe
good,
not.
dude. He looked
No,
good. He looked good in that Armin fight. But yeah,
he did.
that's what I got. Squared, I think's up next. You guys keep going. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Me too.
I'm going with Gamrot for this one. Definitely by decision. He's kind of like it's like the king of sketchy decisions. That's kind of going off of what Knuckles was talking about with him being. Knuckles said he was like 20-5 instead of 23-2 or whatever. But I think he wins this one pretty handily. RDA is very old now, like 39, I think. Gamrot's in a position where he's trying to demand respect. People forget he was backup for 294 before Charles pulled out and Volk decided to fuck his career in the ass. So I think he's in a position where he's probably super fucking hungry for a title shot, and he's going to try to make a statement. But I got him by decision, unanimous. Fu, Coop, whoever.
All that. Squared. I surprisingly heard every single bit of that. That's what's up. I appreciate that. That was good shit. Foo, yeah. Foo, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going with Gamrot as well. RDA, he's been around forever. Another pioneer. Well, not a pioneer, but he was one of the that came after, the pioneers. Yeah, had that title run for a while. I just don't see him beating Gamrot.
He's one of those what we call a tweener, but what I mean by tweener, he's like in between eras, dude. He's that
Yeah.
what do you call that? Fuck, there's eras. Like the between the Conor McGregor era, he's like Conor McGregor, right? So yeah, I appreciate that.
But yeah, I think Gamrot will dominate. Probably decision for sure though.
Hell yeah. So I think Gamrot just doesn't finish, dude. Like he didn't finish people, but
and it's RDA, bro. So you still always have to be defensive and shit.
Coop, what do you got, brother?
I feel like we've been doing this the entire podcast, but I'm echoing the sentiment of you guys. I think RDA's time has come and gone. Like he had an amazing run, but RDA at 155, or is he at 155 or is this 170?
This 155.
I was gonna make a comparison how it feels like Jose Aldo at bantamweight, but I mean, guess I can't really do that. But point being, I feel Gamrot's on the come up. Like he's had some great performances in his last fight. RDA is essentially on like a downhill slope for his career now, and those paths are just destined, and they are not good for RDA. So I think Gamrot gets it done. I think either by like third round finish or decision. And by decision, I mean like a 30-27. I don't think.
Oh yeah.
I don't think RDA has much of a chance.
For sure, for sure. I want to say this real quick. What the fuck happened to like the finisher? Uh, the fucking Gamrot, because it feels like when he first came in, like dude, he was finishing people left and right, and like he just stopped. It's weird because he won. He beat Scott Holtzman, which I mean he's kind of cannon fodder, but he beat him by KO. Beat Jeremy Stevens by submission. Uh, beat CDF Carlos Diego Fajeda by TKO. You know, it's just weird. I feel like we haven't seen, and I'm not going to count the Rafael Fiziev fight as a TKO because that's just injury. Like, you know, but it's weird. He used to be a finisher, and then he kind of like was like, nope, I'm not finishing people anymore. I'm going to be a decision machine. But um, fuck yeah, we gotta fucking go through these prelims.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Fuck.
I'm not gonna say shit about this next fight.
Yeah, I mean, let's keep it smooth and simple. Caitlin Chuchagian, 18-5 as a pro versus Macy Barber, 13-2 as a pro. They're both pretty good. I would say Macy Barber, just off of a quick top of the head type of thing. I think she's won like 5 fights in a row or something crazy like that. I think she's on her way up. I don't know. Caitlin Chuchagian has too much for her. I think it'll be a pretty close fight, but I think what is Fu doing right now?
He's eating a peach ring.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, Macy Barber. Knuckles, what's up, dude?
I just saw him fucking just.
Yeah, I'm gonna go make a drink, dude. You cook on that.
I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna fucking say this because I'm trying to keep it short. Kagan, aka Caitlin Sermonara, got to give a shout out. She got married, but Caitlin Chukagian's been getting old. She's been slipping. Caitlin Chukagian, like 5 years ago or like 3 years ago, yeah, she probably would beat Macy Barber. I'm picking Macy Barber by probably decision. She's just looking better. I had a whole fucking thing wrote out for this, but we're running short on time, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, Barber. So squared, what do you got, brother?
Barber by decision. That's all I'll say.
Hell yeah. Fu, what do you got, brother?
Same. I'm going with Macy Barber. Decision.
Hell yeah.
Decision. I don't think she'll pull out submission, but I would probably sprinkle that if I was trying to bet.
Chukagian's old.
Yeah.
And women's fighting.
I remember when she got caught up on Twitter when she was like in a porn and shit.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking funny, bro.
Okay, dude. Twitter's undefeated. Coop, what do you got, brother?
I got Barber by a like second round knockout.
Ooh, that's a spicy meatball. I like that. Good, dude. Do you remember she beat the fuck out of Amanda Ebos, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. She I remember because she came up like after the ref like broke them up like because he called it, and she like blood was coming down her mouth. Like that was a badass shot.
That was
I got a Barber by like round 2 knockout. I think she's just there. Like she's just there and she's good enough to get that kind of finish. So
hell yeah, dude. I fucking there he is. Perfect timing too, dude. Perfect timing. Perfect.
I always arrive in perfect time.
Max, we are now Max.
All the time, every single time.
We cooked through that shit. So now we're on to the feature prelim, brother.
Right? Yeah, Curtis Blaze, Jonathan Almeida. I think Jonathan Almeida is going to win that one just because he's a little bit more well-rounded. All around, obviously he went into the Sergey fight with a horrible fucking game plan. I mean, just atrocious. It was bad. Dude shot like 3 takedowns, which is incredibly stupid. I think in this fight, you talk about a guy like Jonathan Almeida who dominated Derek Lewis, obviously, in the most boring way that he could have possibly dominated Derek Lewis. I think that Curtis Blades' cardio is going to hold up, and I think that his just IQ of wrestling will be there in a sense where he will not get taken down by those lazy heavyweight jiu-jitsu takedowns. I think he'll be able to hold up, and I think he'll be used like technical wrestling to, get top position and just ring ground and pound, because we all know. I think genuinely, I think Jalton Almeida may win like the first round and then gas, and then Curtis Blades takes him down in the second or third round and gets top position and just ground and pounds him out. Because
wait. Didn't you say Jalton Almeida though? I thought your pick was Jalton Almeida. Or did I hear that wrong? I might have heard that wrong.
No, he fucked up. He said Jolton because he's an idiot.
Shit. My fault.
Yeah. I was like, because I thought me and Max have been talking about this for a while. I thought me and him were on the same page. I was like, this motherfucker picked.
Oh,
anyway,
if I said that, yeah, that's my fault. I'm sorry. I meant Curtis Blades. Apologies.
You're all good, brother.
But yeah, no, I think Curtis Blades is gonna win just based off of well-roundedness. I think Jalton Almeida, like I said, I don't say probably. He might win the first round just based off of like control. Not allowing Curtis to do what he wants to do from the outside, wrestling wise. But I think Jalton fades, loses cardio, and I think Curtis ends up taking over and gets a late second round or third round TKO.
Well, I think because he fought 5 before, right? I think he might be a little bit more conditioned to actually going all 3 rounds.
From a Jalton?
Because he did fight a 5-round fight, yeah.
That's fair.
I think his cardio might be a little better, yeah. I just feel like, anyways, I'll get into my point. I wanted to plug that in before I.
Yeah, you're good.
Before I forgot,
good, dude. Any interjection is welcome. If any of you guys got shit to say, fucking just shoot in. It's all welcome. I'll say though, like my pick is also Curtis Blades. I have seen breakdowns from people on the Twitters. I've watched fights from both of them. I don't think that Jalton is as good at wrestling. I'm going to say wrestling, not overall grappling, but wrestling as we think he is. He gets on his knees a lot. Like he's on his knees on fucking single legs and double legs. He's not powering through with his lower body. He's using a lot of position. Against not great position fighters like Derek Lewis, like Jairzinho Rozenstruik, like Shamil Abdurakhimov. He's fighting guys that are not good grapplers. He's fighting guys that are not aware of positionary fucking grappling. Curtis Blades has been a top 10, top 5-ish heavyweight for like fucking 5 years. He's a guy who has competed against top level. He's a guy who was arguably like kind of like stinging Tom Aspinall before Tom Aspinall injured his leg. He was, again, I know Max will disagree, but he hit Sergey with some shots on the feet before his dumbass got knocked out.
I did. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, he's that's the thing, and that's where I think it's going to be decided. Jalton's going to do this. I know I'm trying to fucking keep it limited because we got to move on, but like Jalton, this is what's going to happen. Jalton is going to throw teep kicks up the middle because that's what he does every fucking fight. He doesn't split the guard and get the takedown. He has he's just the same. He's the same fucking fighter. And Curtis Blades is going to be like, okay, do that. And then he's going to shoot, and Curtis Blades is going to be like, stuff, bitch. And he's going to stuff him. And then they're going to go to the feet, and Curtis is going to be like, okay, let's box. And Curtis has shown in recent fights, obviously, aside from Sergey Pavlovich, who is a world beater, he can he can box. So I got Curtis Blades by like TKO first or second round. I'm saying TKO on the feet, Curtis Blades. And if it doesn't come on the feet, he's gonna hit him and it's gonna go to the ground, and Jalton's gonna like fucking try to do some shit, wrap him up, and he's gonna be like, oh shit, all I know is jiu-jitsu. I'm not a wrestler. and Curtis Blades is going to be like, okay, fuck you, and razor blades his ass into oblivion. Curtis Blades, first or second round TKO. I don't think Jailton's that good. I'm just saying it. Foo or squared? Sorry, squared. Squared. You go.
Yeah, I'm picking Blades by decision for this one. He's just I don't think that Almeida has a lot to offer to Blades. Um, I think Almeida's only path to victory really is if Curtis fucks up a takedown, gets reversed, and then Almeida's got top position from there. I don't correct me if I'm wrong. He doesn't really play guard much. Maybe I'm forgetting, but he's not an off his back kind of guy. And he's definitely not a better striker than Curtis. Not that Curtis is like an elite striker, obviously, but
I don't think we've got an example of Almeida off his back, to be fair. But
yeah, that's true.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, Blades by decision. Also, I think another point to make is Jailton should be a light heavyweight. Have we ever gotten an answer as to why?
I was gonna say that. No, he just doesn't like cutting weight.
Dumbass. What the fuck?
He's gonna fight Aspinall. Fight Aspinall. See how that goes.
Yeah, Jesus.
He's like 235.
Yeah, Blades got like 30 pounds on that fool, bro.
Yeah,
Easy.
Blades weighs like 260. It's fucking crazy. Squared up. Squared's the more technical guy. You exactly what you said. Foo, what do you got? What do you got on that?
I think Almeida's gonna submit Curtis Blades. I feel like he's not gonna be worried about getting his head knocked off like Derek Lewis. I think that was an amazing game plan. Might have been boring, but that fucking Derek Lewis 2.0 is crazy. Motherfucking knocked out somebody with a flying knee the fight before. I'd be careful, bro. Not only is he throwing bombs, now he's doing flying knees. I guess that was the game plan. Sucks, for all the fans that wanted to see that fight go down. I feel like he'll get better over time. I think he'll learn from that last fight and he'll get a finish. I think that shit's heavy on his shoulders, and I think he's gonna get a submission finish, probably in the second round.
I like that. That's a good opinion because, he's got a lot on his shoulders. I appreciate that. Cooper, what do you got, brother?
I got I was about to say Derek Lewis for a second. My brain is cooked. I got Curtis Blades. I do think it's gonna be by like second round KO, just because I think Curtis Blades, he needs this first off because he just got like put to sleep in round one by Sergey Pavlovich, which don't get me wrong, he is very good. That Aspinall loss was bad. It was very bad, but Sergey Pavlovich is really good. And he needs to sort of because I feel like this is a passing of the new guard or the old guard and the new guard in the heavyweight division. Because I feel like Blades has been either in that top 5 or ranked forever, it feels like. And
So long, bro. So long, bro.
yeah.
It's been so
And
long.
then Almeida's coming up, making all these like call outs, trying to like buy some attention to the division. And I feel like this is a completely different tangent. I'm gonna catch
You're
myself
good. You're good.
before I
Go
get
ahead,
too off
brother.
guard. But yeah, I think Curtis Blades is gonna show that there are levels to this, and I think he puts him out in like the second round.
Oh yeah.
Me and Cooper on that wavelength, bro. Like we get it. Fucking we get it.
Curtis.
By the
Blades.
way, so Max, that means the main card's coming up, right?
Yes, sir.
Max, you see what time it is.
I don't know if I'm gonna take another shot right now. To be
I'll
honest.
do one. Oh, that was a lot. Oh, God.
I'll sip my drink with you, but I don't think I need it. I gotta be at work at 6:30 in the morning tomorrow. So.
Bro, I gotta be at work at that's right. I gotta be at work at 8, so it's completely different.
Yeah, I
Okay.
gotta leave my house at like 5:45, so I'm trying to take it
better
somewhat easy tonight.
We better we better cook on these next ones. But before the main
Oh
card,
no, we can take our time with them. I just can't drink as much. As
I want to say real quick before I fucking smash this way too big fucking shot. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that watches this. I appreciate fucking Bourbon and Bud MMA. I appreciate the thing that we built. Appreciate Max. Appreciate Square. Appreciate Fool. Appreciate Coop. I appreciate Alex. I know he's not, but I appreciate fucking everybody that has helped build us to the point that we're at. Stay tuned. Shit's coming in the future. Fucking, we got some interviews coming up. At least one interview. We're working on another one that's gonna.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be. It's gonna be fucking big to me. It's gonna be big to me. And
should we announce next week's interview? I don't know.
Should we announce it? Let's fucking go.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Next week, next Wednesday, we are interviewing UFC featherweight, I think, or bantamweight. No, sorry, UFC bantamweight. Apologies, UFC bantamweight Garrett Armfield. So that's gonna be fun. We're looking forward to it.
Fucking beat Brad Katona, the Ultimate Fighter winner. That's some big shit, dog. That's some big shit, dog.
2-1 in the UFC. We got a interview lined up with him next Wednesday, so that'll be fun. Hope you guys tune into that one. I mean, like going off into what Knuckles said, man. I've reiterated this so many times, but I'll do it until the day that we stop recording this podcast. I appreciate everybody that sits here and fucking listens to us degenerates talk for a few hours so much, man. I mean, there's millions of podcasts out there, and we have our viewers that sit there and listen to us say what we say, whether it be smart, wrong, or degenerate, or super logical. We appreciate it. We appreciate the discourse and the concourse that we get from each person that listens to this podcast, man. I mean, it means the world to us. I mean, we did this thing like thinking that we would get nowhere. We did it for fun, just to talk on a fucking podcast with some friends, and we're interviewing our 8th UFC fighter next week. So it's been an unreal ride, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
I'll say this: it's not guaranteed, but we might be interviewing somebody that is very, very important in the history of the sport.
Soon.
The history. Now, again, it's not guaranteed. We might not interview, depending on what transpires. But we might be interviewing somebody that basically created this fucking shit, this sport. So stay tuned, everybody. I fucking love this shit.
Yeah.
Here's a shot for y'all. Cheers. Oh, God. I love this shit. I'm gonna puke.
I would have taken another shot. Anyways, fucking it. Moving on to the main.
God damn it, dude! I am so happy. Let's move on to that main card.
Main card, we got Peter Yan versus Song Yadong, man. Oh, what a fight! They're both coming off losses, I want to say.
No, Song has won 2 in a row.
Huh?
He beat Pedro, he beat the wrestler.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. He beat Ricky Simone, and you're right. And he beat Chris
which was the weirdest Chris Gutierrez,
right,
which was the weirdest main event. The weirdest main event.
His last loss was Corey. Yep. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This one was so hard to fucking choose. It was so hard, but I do have Peter Yan, man. I think Peter Yan, this is a comeback fight. I think he comes back and shows people who he is. I mean, the dude's a fucking stud. He beat Corey Sandhagen, and I mean he won the fight, in my opinion. At least it was a close fight, but he won the fight. He lost to Sean O'Malley, and I'll be honest, rewatching the fight, I did score it for Sean O'Malley. Get your fucking thumbs down out of here, Cooper. I think Peter Yan is just a little bit too much. I think it's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be a boxing match. It is. Let's just be honest. I don't think a single shot will be taken during that fight. I think it's gonna be a boxing match, and I think Peter Yan's leg kicks will wear out Song Yadong, and I think his close range boxing is just going to be a little too much. I think it'll be a close decision, but I think Peter Yan will get it done. By unanimous decision. Knuckles, what do you got?
I don't know if I can answer this. Song Yudong just followed me on Twitter this last week, and he followed like I don't know why. I still don't know why. If anybody looks at his profile, he follows 47 people. Why did he follow me? Anyway, um, I guess I'm picking Piotr Jan. There will be grappling because Song trains out of Team Alpha Male. So Song might win the first round because Piotr again is a machine. Him and Cheeto are both the same in different ways. They both calculate. They like have a processor in their mind. They process data. Piotr's going to process the data in the first round, and then he's just going to take over. Song's going to try to shoot takedowns. Piotr is actually fucking really good on the ground, underrated on the ground. I mean, look at the Corey Sandhagen fight. Also, another fighter who is mad underrated on the ground is Corey Sandhagen, and he took Corey Sandhagen down in their interim championship fight, which was such a nice fucking fight. Piotr Jan, unanimous decision, 29-28. I'm going to say Piotr's going to come back in the win column. Also, if he does lose, and everybody's saying, oh, 4 losses in a row, put asterisks on all of them except for the Merab fight, because you could argue he won the second Aljo fight. He won the first Aljo fight, but his dumbass said, let's just knee Aljo in the head because I don't like him. So, but yeah, those wins, those losses, he did lose the Merab fight because Merab's probably the best 135er in the world. But
Well, the dude shot 48 fucking.
Yeah, well, the dude, his card. Okay, and we'll say this: Merab might not be the best fighter. He just has the best cardio.
No, he has.
You have the best cardio.
Yeah, he has the best game plan.
Yeah.
When you shoot so much that a person can't physically put out offense, and you probably win the fight. But it's just the bitchiest fucking way to win the fight. I hate him so much. Anyways, yeah, Fu, what do you got?
Yeah, Fu.
I'm gonna go with Song Yedong because he followed Knuckles. No, I'm just playing. Nah, man, I feel like Peter Yan, he gets the toughest matchups. But I mean, he was champ. Asterix was the correct thing to say. Real fans know it too, Fuck, dude. I wasn't a big fan of his, but I like his striking. I just feel like Song Yedong's gonna be too much for him. I feel like he'll be more powerful. I don't know why. I feel like he'll be the stronger man, and he'll win probably decision. It'll be a good fight. I think Peter Yan will be in the first round, and then in the second round you'll start seeing Song kind of power and takedown, and everything else is just going to weigh on little Piotr.
His speed, right? His speed, though. We got his Song
speed and power, bro. Yeah.
His speed is great. Song's
a combination of both, bro. Yeah.
Did Square? Did you give your opinion on that?
I have not. I got Song by decision. A lot of it's just going off the career trends. Piotr Jan, definitely just kind of going downhill. I think Song is just going to be a little too explosive for him. He definitely. I think Jan might have the speed advantage, but I think the explosiveness is going to win a 3-rounder. Another little note that something I thought about, which doesn't really play into who's going to win the fight, but I thought it was funny how while Jan definitely has all the high level experience from multiple title fights, multiple top 5 fights, Song's actually got like 10 more fights than him. So he's got more, I guess, experience, but I thought that was pretty interesting. I don't think that'll really play into the fight too much, but yeah, that's my pick.
Hey, Squared, just to make you feel better, before we get to Coop, I want to make you feel better. Song is coming into this fight blonde-haired. So if you know,
He knows.
if you know, you know. If you know,
He
you
knows
know.
ball. He knows ball.
If you know, you know. Legit, I'm not fucking kidding you. Like, I don't dye my hair, but when I saw Song dye his hair, I was like, bro, this motherfucker just followed me. I fuck with the shooter box gym. I was like, man, I might fucking dye my brown hair. Again, I'm not a ginger. And you fucks who said that.
Bro,
But
Yeah, I'm
bleach your
changing my
hair.
pick to song by
Oh.
standing rear naked choke. for
wait,
that
so
one.
should I? Who are you saying I should? Are we saying? Am I bleaching my hair before the weekend? Am I bleaching my hair this week? He's on the phone. He's on the phone with Shooter Box. He's on the phone with Shooter Box. They're deciding it. They're just.
Knuckles, what you need to do is shave that chin right there.
Oh, do the bro.
Do the
Big
big
Diesel
D.
Jr. Big D.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Could you imagine?
Do the handlebars, brother.
Who's still on the phone with the fucking Shooter Box Jim? He actually is probably on the phone. Yeah, they're saying yes.
Yeah, bro. They should have
Hey.
done your fucking hair, bleach it. They should have bleached your shit. And it's
I'm
on
gonna
I wish,
fucking
damn,
buzz
we
this
should have
shit.
done it on the
I mean, my shit's already buzzed, but I'm gonna buzz this shit. Stay tuned for. Well, fuck it. I might do an appearance this weekend. You might see
We got Blonde Nudios.
Blonde Nudios. You might see it.
Black new deals.
Blonde Nudios.
Fuck it. I'm gonna fucking text my barber right now, which is me. I'm my barber.
Man, just put peroxide water in that bitch. You'll be good, bro.
Literally, no, it's like literally peroxide and fucking water. That's all it takes. Cooper, though, I don't want to fucking skip over Cooper because he's our fucking rider. He's our boy. He's our guy. Cooper, what do you got for this fight, brother?
I'm gonna just kind of rant for a second because I got a lot of things to say about this fight.
Go for it.
So Peter Yan, Knuckles, you can say there's asterisk on his losses all you want, but the truth is those last 4 fights go into the record book as losses. He made a stupid decision in that first Aljo fight. I think I don't think. He definitely lost the second Aljo fight, although it was very close. I think he lost the Sean fight, again, very close. And then he got dog walked by Marab. Like this is like a generational downfall we're witnessing right now. And I think Fu mentioned it. He gets drawn the toughest matchups. Fu, wake your ass up. Wake your ass up. Come on, bro.
I like that.
But as I was saying, yeah, he gets drawn like the toughest matchups. And I mean, Song's coming off 2-3 wins, I think.
2 wins, Ricky Simone and Chris Gutierrez.
Yeah. He's got that momentum behind him.
Good wins. Good wins. Good wins.
Yeah, they were solid wins, and he's got that momentum. I think this is where he finally takes that next step. Like Sean O'Malley beating Peter Yan was his magnum opus to get him to the title picture. I think this is going to be a similar thing. Maybe not as to the extent because of Yan's last few fights, but I think this is the moment where Song Yadong truly becomes like a true contender in the bantamweight division. That being said, I have Song Yadong by decision.
I fuck with y'all. It's bad when like I like y'all because you're picking fucking Song and I didn't pick him. Like that. I didn't want to pick Piotr. It's just based off of like watching fights. But y'all are probably right. Y'all are probably. How old is so? Song's 26. Piotr is. He's my age, I think. So 30? 31. And bantamweight, that's not old yet, but it's getting it's getting there. So fuck. Max. Let's move on to the next one. Matt, wait, I gotta do that. Matt, hold on, Max. This is what Max did. He's like, what?
I'm here, brother.
Let's get on to that next one, brother. Sorry.
The next fight we got on this goddamn card is Gilbert Burns versus Jack Della Maddalena. It's a damn good fight, and this was one of the harder ones for me to pick too. I think it's JDM. I think JDM wins. I think JDM will have improved takedown defense from what we saw against Hafal. What is the guy's name? Hafal.
No, you're talking about
Or
Basil.
Basil
Yeah.
Hafez or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're gonna see improved takedown defense from there because I mean he wasn't ready to fight against a grappler. I think he's probably been training wrestling his entire camp. I probably think he will TKO Gilbert Burns. I hate that. I hate to say it, and I hate to witness it because I love Gilbert Burns so much. But I think he TKOs Gilbert Burns personally. Knockwood, what do you got?
I disagree because the fight that he fought Rafael or Basil Hafez, he was supposed to fight Sean Brady, so he was training for a grappler.
Yeah, true.
So I am also Basil. If you look at the motherfucker, that motherfucker's not a one. That guy is huge. I don't know how that dude is a 170er. I will say that. But my prediction, gonna break it down real quick. I think that Gilbert's experience is gonna be too much, kind of like it was in the Shemaev fight. And again, Shemaev won it just based because Shemaev's a just disgusting animal. I think that Burns is gonna win it. I think Burns is gonna win it. It's not gonna be a finish. I almost wanted to say a submission, but I think he's gonna do a lot of what he did in the Holland fight, or not Holland fight, the Thompson fight, the Wonder Boy fight. He's gonna grapple him. He's gonna clinch, take him to the ground. There's gonna be a lot of grappling. I think he's just gonna control it. A lot of people who are probably saying this is gonna be like the banger fight of the fucking card are gonna be disappointed because yeah, I think that Burns grapples to a decision victory, giving JDM a loss to kind of, and I think it's a much needed loss to kind of like build him back up. And JDM is going to be good in the future. Don't get me wrong. I think he's going to be a top fucking tier contender. But Burns, this is going to be like his last top win. This is Burns' like last hurrah, in my opinion. So Burns by decision. Squared. Sorry, trying to go in order. Squared. What is your pick, brother?
Yeah, I'm going JDM by TKO. Burns is getting pretty damn old. I think he's like 37, 38.
Yep.
He's a little chinny. He's got a questionable chin, and JDM's fucking crisp with that boxing. So, yeah, I think it's JDM. One thing about JDM that's a little questionable is going back to that Hafez fight or whatever is Hafez had like
Basil.
7 minutes of control almost, I believe it was, off of like not that many takedowns. Yeah, so hopefully that's improved, but if it has, I think he's got it. Fu, are you flossing right now?
I thought Fu was fucking licking a fucking blunt for a second. I'm like, okay, I'm down for that. He's got them peach rings, bro. He's been eating them peach rings all night. Dude, I will say, I'm going to let Fu finish that. I'm going to let him digest that. Peach rings, any of you watching the shit, best shit. Watermelon and peach rings, they're goated. Fu, what you got, brother? I know you got that shit.
I'm going to go with JDM, bro. I feel like Gilbert is on his way out. He's like a gatekeeper last year. I think he's even past that, but I think they were trying to use him as that. I think he's already made enough money. I think he's going to concentrate on his family more. I mean, another paycheck won't hurt. I just feel like JDM has different direction, different like goals in MMA right now than Gilbert. Gilbert's already kind of had his shine. During the pandemic was when he was at his peak, when he like 2020 was when I remember when he was like fucking just out there, bro, fucking beasting. I don't feel like he's the same fighter at all. I just see if I think it's JDM's time. I think JDM finishes it. I don't know what round, but I think the fight that's gonna be a guaranteed knockout.
Shit. Okay. I like that. Cooper. What you got, brother?
This is gonna be. I mean, this entire damn card is just so fucking good.
It's
That
so good, dude.
yeah, like the fact that this is match 4 on the or match 2, I'm sorry, on this card is
Main card, yeah.
but yeah, this is another one of those which I feel like we're seeing so much now. Like we're seeing it in the co-main event. We saw it with the co-main event of UFC 286, Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev, but it's a matchup of the old guard versus the new guard. Burns has been in that division, or he's a veteran considering the relative age of everybody else in that division and how long he's been there. I think that he's sort of almost usurped Jeff Neal's role, or not Jeff Neal, sorry, Neil Magny of
Yeah.
if
Top
you know
like
me,
top 10 gatekeeper, yeah.
yeah, like a gatekeeper. If you know me, you would know how much I confuse Jeff Neal and Neil Magny. But yeah, I think Burns has sort of usurped that role from Neil Magny, and I think that this could be a mass or not be it is a massive opportunity for JDM to finally like make a name for himself because I mean he has wins over like who was his I know he beat Kevin Holland. He beat
He
Kevin
beat
Holland.
Yeah.
Randy Brown.
Beat
Dude,
Randy.
his Randy Brown one was so
Yeah, that
fucking
was the one that solidified it, I
So,
would
like,
say,
and
because a
Randy
lot
Brown,
of people thought Randy Brown was going to win that fight,
Randy
and
Brown's
it was
underrated.
that was a club and sub, I think, right?
Yeah, and Randy
Yeah, I think
Brown's
so.
underrated. Randy Brown is underrated as fuck. I don't care what anybody says. I picked
No, he
against
is.
him
Yeah,
last time.
Randy
And I
Brown
I
is
think
a
picked
that
I picked
dog.
Muslim Stolikov, and he
Well,
fucking.
that was the thing when they went. Nah, I don't. Muslim Salikov, I don't rate that highly,
But
but
you
I
remember
will say,
I picked him over. I picked Muslim over him. So yeah.
yeah. What I was gonna say is like when people looked at the Randy Brown versus JDM fight, they were talking about that as like who is the real next contender. You know, who is the real contender at welterweight? And we saw Jack Della Maddalena go in and get it done, and that was kind of the put to rest of that question because people were super high on Randy Brown going into that fight.
I feel like that JDM if JDM does get a win over Gilbert Burns, that this will essentially make him I'm I was gonna say next in line for a title shot, but then I remembered Bilal, and then I was
Well,
like,
Shavkat.
it'd be so funny if they just
Well,
screwed.
Shavkat.
Yeah. He'll be close to the
Dude, imagine JDM wins this fight and he fights Shavkat. That's going to be a conversation we have to have.
Oh no, I'm gonna say
But yeah, I think Gilbert Burns gets it done. I do think he took the necessary time off that he needed to recover from a shoulder injury, which is really unfortunate because if he was healthy, I really do think he would beat Bilal. And we have to hear more of his annoying, like, I'm gonna snatch your boy. Like
Yeah.
that guy. Um, but yeah, Gilbert's a killer. Like he dismantled Masvidal in his retirement fight in front of his own crowd, which is kind of a badass move. He was it Neil Magny that he beat in Brazil last year?
Who? Yeah.
Burns.
Gilbert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was.
he dismantled Neil Magny in like 1 or 2 rounds.
Oh, dude, he fucking beat the great. I remember that shit. Yeah, he fucking.
It was not a close fight.
There's love, dude. That's the thing.
Whatsoever.
Welterweight is such like welterweight is one. If you talk about like levels, the difference between levels and shit, welterweight is one of those. Like they have so many good people on different levels, but there are levels. If you know what I mean, I might be
Mhm.
drunk, but
Yeah, I got you.
levels. Like Coop, go ahead, finish up, brother.
Well, yeah, I was saying that I think yeah, Gilbert's a dog. Like he's gonna be in that slugfest. He had I mean, we all know his fight versus Kamzat was I think it won fight of the year. So we know
It
that,
did. It was one of the best fights I've
yeah.
seen.
We know that he's gonna be kind of like that brawly, sluggy, kind
Yeah.
of a brute force kind of guy, and I think he gets it done. I think JDM, I mean, he got roughed by, I think it was his second to last opponent before Kevin Holland, I think. He got like flattened with like a jab that almost like shrunk his chin, or not his chin, his nose like back into his face. And
Yeah.
and if he's getting clipped by a guy like that, imagine what Gilbert Burns is gonna do to you. So
Yeah.
Facts. Good fucking. I'm glad that
I think
this
I
is what
think
this
I
is what
think
we
Gilbert
like,
Burns
boys.
gets it done.
This is
I
what
think
we
Gilbert
like.
Burns
This is what
gets
we
it done.
like. Coop, I appreciate that. This is what we like, boys. Though this is what we like. We like that decisiveness, right?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Speaking of, I think this next fight, I think we're gonna be decided. I think I'm gonna be on.
I think it's gonna be split. I don't know. Yeah, we got Kevin Holland versus the UFC debutant Michael Venom Page coming from Bellator. Looking at these two guys, it's a pretty good damn fight. Kevin Holland hadn't been at welterweight that long, but I think MVP's been welterweight pretty much his whole career, I want to say. Anyways, I know he's coming over to the UFC, but I got Michael Venom Page winning the fight. I know if you look at his resume, he hasn't had a finish in a while. He's coming off of a loss. But dude, I just think if you look at Kevin Holland's career, when he fights a truly technical mastermind at striking, he struggles. Granted, he broke his hand against Wonder Boy, but still, he found a little success, but not that much. I think when Kevin Holland truly finds a person that's a master at one thing, he just struggles. Because I think Kevin Holland is good. He's good at everything. Like, he's good at everything. You know what I mean? He's a good striker. He's a good grappler. But he's not great at anything, I don't think, personally. He has great power, I would say. But if you don't back that up with technicality, then it becomes a liability at some point. And I think Michael Venom Page is a great striker. And I think he hits him one too many times and just methodically breaks him down and maybe probably gets a TKO, I think, in the late second round, I would say. Knuckles, what do you got?
You guys hear that? I hear a phone ringing. I hear a phone ringing. Oh,
God,
somebody's
here
calling.
we go. Some stupid shit. Here we go.
Somebody's
Some
calling.
stupid
Oh, wait,
shit.
wait. They're calling. Wait. They're calling MVP? MVP? Somebody's calling MVP? It's MVP, dude. Nobody's calling. Nobody is calling Big.
That was terrible. Do not
No,
ever do that again. That was terrible.
Ah! They're not. They're not calling MVP, bro. I would say that like remember they're not calling Big Mouth.
All that cool shit I just said, you just ruined it.
They're not calling Big Mouth. They're not
That
calling
was so
Big Mouth.
brutal. Holy shit.
All that cool shit I just said, you just fucking like Talladega Nights. All that cool shit that I just said, you just fucking ruined.
They're not calling Big Man. They're not calling Big Man.
I fucked up because I'm drunk. I said they're not calling MVP. They're not calling Big Mouth is what I meant to say, but I'm drunk. So what I meant to say was they're not calling Big Mouth. No.
Oh!
Yeah, they're not calling Big Mouth. They're not calling him. It's MVP.
That was
dude.
so hard, dude. That was so hard, dude. Oh man.
Can I boo him out of the Zoom meeting?
Max.
Tomato.
Max.
Hey, Knuckles, I'm happy we agree.
You see me?
I see a fucking I see like a chupacabra. I think is what I see on the screen.
I am too drunk. I had that built in my head, and I'm so drunk. I had that built in my head. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna fucking cook. And then I said MVP. I fucked that all up. God damn it.
Yeah.
What am I
Did y'all just get that ESPN update saying Marab's weighing in as backup?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I mean, kind of expect that, but also still like a month after his last fight. That's
I did.
yeah.
No, because you had
That motherfucker's
every
wild, though,
for
bro.
that not to go as bad as it did. You
I'm
had every
just like
opportunity for that not to go as bad as it did.
I'm just like because I'm drunk. I'm not gonna say anything else. Yeah, MVP. God damn it! I fucking like. How did I fuck that up? Anyway, MVP.
He's gonna win.
Yeah, it's MVP, dude. Like I love Kevin Holland. Everybody knows I had a whole thing like planned out. It was gonna be fucking, but I obviously fucked it up. It was gonna be, yeah, no, MVP is gonna win because Kevin Holland's good. He's fought good competition. Jacare, Vittori. Um, he's fought a lot of grapplers, but he's a striker at heart. MVP has fought low key better competition at 175 or 170. Um, Logan Storley, Douglas Lima, better competition than what Kevin Holland has fought at 170. Yeah, Kevin Holland's going to win. It's probably going to be one of those weird, like, they're going to do some shit. It's going to be a decision. I'm upset because I had a whole build up to that and I fucked up the setup. So I'm going to go cry. I'm going to go pee, go cry because I had a whole thing. I fucked it up. And I'm really drunk. So you guys cook. Hey,
Who is this?
Squared,
pig?
what's your pick?
Pig.
Man, so I was really torn on this one. I'm leaning towards MVP, but I could see it playing out two ways. Both that have applied to both guys. I could see it playing out where because I think they're both going to show up to show out, really put on a spectacle, I guess. I could see it going where Kevin's kind of trying to be the company man like he was versus Steven and kind of throws winning the fight out of the door. But I could also see MVP getting a little cocky like he did versus Douglas Lima and getting caught. But I'm leaning towards MVP for this one.
Hell yeah. Foo, what do you got, man?
Yeah. Whoa, drop the fucking AirPod. So I was going with Holland leading up to like midweek this week, and I was like, I really went into the fights and looked at all the fights, and I was like, man, this one's the one that stood out for me. I'm more excited about this than all the fights in the whole card, the main event, the next two. Because I feel like it's going to be a repeat of Michael Chandler and what's his name too? I just forgot it. His first fight in the UFC, he fought Hooker. And I feel like it's going to be one of those fights. This is Holland's a striker too, and it's just going to be he's got a lot to prove, coming from Bellator. And I'm going to ride with MVP. I feel like the striking might be a little more technical than Holland, but
yeah,
I can see him maybe decision, but I don't know if he can finish him. But yeah, I'm going with MVP. I feel like he's gonna shock the world. Hopefully, he gets a finish, and then they're gonna probably build him up to the top two.
Oh yeah, they'll soar him for sure. MVP hasn't had a finish.
If he does like a highlight reel,
yeah.
Yeah, he fought Mike Perry too.
But
though.
you got to think too,
like bare knuckle or some shit like that.
MVP has not had a finish. I picked MVP, so this is kind of going against my own grain here. But I mean, the man's 21-2, which is something to say. And I do want to say though, he hasn't had a finish since it's been a few years. I think his last finish, let's see, was 2021. I want to say, and that was a doctor stoppage. Let me make sure I'm not tripping here. Before we move on to
I just
Cooper.
think the lights are going to be bright, and I think he'll be able to thrive under the lights.
Oh, I do too, for sure. And I mean, like I was saying in my breakdown, I feel like Kevin Holland, when he fights a tactician at their art, he is shown to struggle. He always, what is it? He puts out his kung fu or taekwondo. What is the martial art that Kevin Holland always pushes? One of the two. But so he finished Gyoti Yamauchi with a leg kick in March of 2023. That was his last fight, so that's fair. But yeah, so Cooper, what do you think? What do you think on this one?
If you asked me about maybe when this fight was announced, I probably would have said Kevin Holland, just because I hadn't seen anything on MVP.
Me too.
But your boy's been watching and studying up, and MVP looks really fucking good, bro.
Big
Like
brain, big
he
brain,
wrote,
my boy Coop. No, big brain.
He reminds me a lot of. He kind of reminds me of like a bigger and more kind of stronger version of Yair Rodriguez, just in how kind of like weird his kicks are.
They are, but dude, the thing about MVP to me is like, unlike, we're in MMA, people hurt people all the time, but there's a weird way that MVP hurts people, like hurts them. Like if you watch his Bellator highlights, you look at people get hit. It's not even they get knocked out sometimes; they just get hurt. Like
Put a
hurt.
crater in that fucking guy's skull.
Yeah,
And
that dude like
yeah.
he
And I think
hurts.
Kevin Holland,
He
I think Kevin
physically
Holland,
hurts them.
I think Kevin Holland is gonna be kind of like he's gonna make the stupid, but it's gonna give him some there.
Yeah.
He's gonna make the stupid decision in trying to strike with him when he's competent on the ground. Like he can 1000% go take him down and win the fight on the ground if he wants to. But that's just not Kevin Holland. So he's gonna make this. I think he's gonna make the stupid decision to strike with him. I think he's gonna pay the price, and he's either gonna know like, oh shit, I'm in trouble, or he's gonna just continue going just for the fans. Which I mean,
Agreed.
Hats off to him. But
I fuck with that. Like that's the thing about Kevin. That's why I like him. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I love Kevin Holland.
My prediction is
honestly, like I kind of hope Kevin Holland wins, but I don't think he will.
I think MVP takes a decision. That's my prediction.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
But that's just like my thing is like MVP is a guy that just hurts people more than anyone I've ever seen in MMA. Just hurts them. Just hurts them. Breaks their spirit, hurts them. Yes, Knuckles, I see that you're autistically fiending to talk.
I was gonna do the sketch thing. Anybody that watches sketch.
Yeah, you better say sorry to cuss if you cuss.
Sorry for cursing. So anyway, did that not sound just like him?
Sorry for cursing.
It should have been fucking been. Sorry, I'm drunk. It should have fucking been Wonder Boy. Sorry for cursing. Eagle, 1-6, meet 3-6. Eagle.
Bro, what the fuck?
Eagle.
Y'all never seen the sketch and it shows.
Knuckles, you're cooked, bro.
Dude, I'm
no. Y'all never seen the sketch and it shows. Knuckles is cooked, but he's cooking. He's cooking.
It should have been. I'm gonna say it one more time. It should have been Wonder Boy Thompson.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the fucking. Sorry for cursing.
Sorry for cursing. Sorry. No, he didn't say cursing. He said sorry for cussing.
Me and Max are being autistic.
You guys have
having
no idea what's going on, dude. And like, it's awesome because Sketch is like the funniest fucking streamer on planet Earth.
Dude, Jinxie doesn't hold a fucking candle. Sketch is
him. But Jinxie, dude, they complement each other so well.
Sorry for cursing.
Sorry for cussing. It's always like
let's go because these like Max, the judge.
They're looking at us like we're fucking retards.
Squared's sitting back like, what the fuck is this? Like he's like, what the fuck is this?
Anyways, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just fucking pull off Sketch's character for the rest of the fucking.
Let's go. Let's do.
UFC 299, Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Cheeto fucking Vera. Sorry for cussing. The co-main event is Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint-Denis. You've got Dustin Poirier out here. He just lost to Justin Gaethje versus via a very violent head kick, which sucked to see as a Dustin Poirier fan. And in 2022, he beat Michael Chandler via submission after Michael Chandler fought a very dirty, disgusting piece of shit human being fight because Michael Chandler does fight disgusting human being piece of shit human fights because he's a dirty fighter. Even in Bellator, he was a dirty fighter. Fuck you, Matt. He was a dirty fighter. He's always been a dirty fighter. He will stay a dirty fighter for the rest of his life until he dies.
Talking about who are you talking about?
He will
Eddie
probably never
Alvarez?
fight fucking. He will probably no. I'm talking about Michael Chandler. He will never fight Conor McGregor because he's a dirty fighter, and Conor McGregor doesn't fight dirty fighters because he sucks. Anyways, so Dustin Poirier is fighting Benoit Saint-Denis, not Michael Chandler, because Michael Chandler can't find a fight because he sucks and he can't get the Conor McGregor fight, and he just can't do it.
All right. Let's relax. I know
And
you're
Dustin
cooked
Poirier
out-
versus
I know you're cooked
Benoit
out of your
Saint-Denis.
mind, but let's
Dustin
not-
Poirier versus Benoit Saint-Denis. Anyways,
I didn't say anything, and he was immediately like salty and defensive. Isn't that crazy?
who was salty and defensive? Shut your fucking
Really?
mouth. Shut
Okay.
your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking
Yes, sir.
God damn, you guys are cooked, bro.
mouth.
Come on, man.
Anyways,
Just fucking get your pick in, bro. Fuck.
ooh, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Man, what's
Don't
going
wanna
on here, bro?
Anyways,
What's going on?
Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Let him pick, brother.
Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint-Denis. There was a whole lot of me that wanted to pick Benoit Saint-Denis. It was a real fucking hard fight to choose from. I don't know if you can hear May slurping her water right now. If you can, I'm sorry
Can't.
because she's
Can't.
slurping hard. Anyways,
Cannot.
okay, good. I gotta go Dustin Poirier just because of the 5-round experience and just his experience in big cards like this. He just always shows out when he fights in big cards like this, except for the Justin Gaethje fight, which sucked. But I think Dustin Poirier gets it done. He's talked about if he loses this fight, he might retire. Every time he says that, whatever he says that would need to happen for him to retire doesn't happen. So I think that trend will continue. I think he's going to win this fight. I think it'll be a close fight, and I love Benoit Saint-Denis, so it's hard for me, to make a pick on this one because I do really enjoy watching Saint-Denis fight, even though he is a fucking French bastard. But we hate the French, but we like Saint-Denis. You gotta. I don't.
We
know how
don't
you
hate
can't.
the French, bro. What the fuck?
We hate the French for sure. We hate the
Don't
French always.
spread misinformation.
That is
bro.
spoken like a true Californian. That we don't hate the French.
As Mexico being liberated from the French because we whooped their ass for our independence,
That's
I still
fair.
don't hate the French.
The
That's fair.
French.
I still don't hate
USA
the
whoop your
French.
ass to get Texas. USA.
USA.
Hey.
USA.
Hey, Tennessee, baby, the
You didn't
Alamo.
whoop our ass.
The
You
Alamo,
didn't even know
Tennessee,
the
baby, the
story, bro.
Alamo. The Alamo, Tennessee. Look it up.
You don't even know the story.
I
Bitch
do
ass
know the
Santana
story,
sold
brother.
it, bro. He fucking
do know the
pussied up.
story.
He didn't want to die.
Fucking sacrificed all of our volunteers for the Alamo, for Texas, for Tejas. Anyways,
Look at Knuckles. Look at Knuckles. Look at
yeah, I
Knuckles.
don't know what he's doing. He looks retarded. But I mean, what?
I don't,
like
brother,
I don't hate the
chicken
French.
wing.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Can I go, brother?
No, I'm not done yet, dude. I clearly wasn't done yet, and I got interrupted, so I'm trying to finish my point. Anyways, yeah, Dustin Poirier's going to win just based off experience. Benoit Saint-Denis is good, and I like Benoit Saint-Denis, even though he's French. I think Dustin Poirier just has some more experience, and I think he probably gets a late finish just off of volume and probably like a late TKO. Knuckles, go ahead, dude.
Can you guys hear me okay? I'm using the
Mhm.
mic, so making sure. Okay. So obviously everyone knows Max thinks I hate P Head. I fucking love P Head. my boy P Head Poirier, if you guys know him. Call him P Head because Connor is one of my favorite fighters of all time. But that's the thing is Benoit has that French in him, but Dustin Poirier is a French American. If anybody knows Dustin Poirier, he's a French American, bro. He's that Cajun, bro. He's got that fucking dog in him. There's a difference. Benoit has been in some fights. He's had some good fights, but he had a fight against EZDS Lazu, whatever fucking Dos Santos. He quit, or he got beat down. I'm not gonna say he quit. He got beat down. Dustin Poirier has been through so many fucking wars in the UFC, so many wars, and that's what's gonna happen, bro. Dustin's gonna show up. He's gonna be like, "Oh, you're French? I'm French American, big dog. I'm gonna show you what it's not. I'm gonna show you what it's like not to quit." And I'm gonna be real. I'm a bigger Benoit Saint Denis fan, but Dustin Poirier is gonna show BSD what's up. Dustin Poirier by decision, and it's gonna be fight of the night. That's my lock. Fight of the night, right there. We didn't make locks, by the way. I'm not gonna make a lock pick. I'm gonna make a lock pick for fight of the night. That's fight of the night, right there. Boom.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be a fucking war. But Dustin Poirier is gonna relent.
Foo, who you got, buddy?
Yeah, I thought it was Square's turn, but I'll go. So sorry to Alden, one of our boys. Yeah, I'm gonna go with BSD. I'm tired of picking against him. Every time I pick against him, I fucking lose. So I feel like DP, the head kick, still in his head. Benoit Saint Denis threw a head kick to fucking and he was running away too. It wasn't like a straight on head kick, bro. Like Matt, shout out to Matt Steamboat Frivola.
Yeah, he murdered Matt Frivola with that head kick.
And Frivola was spinning away from the power. Or no, he went into the power, but he's still like going backwards, Yeah. So the technique on that was insane. I feel like Dustin is too overconfident with his hands. And as he should be, bro, because he's fucking one of the best boxers to fucking grace the octagon. And I just feel like that could be his downfall in this fight. I think BSD. And then there was a little drama, remember? Like the contract and like they weren't fighting. And then Dana posted shots of like the manager like talking shit to him. That overall was like a lot. And Dustin, he didn't want to fight certain people. He only wanted to fight like pretty much for a belt or anyone in the top 3. But yeah, with that being said, I feel like it's the BSD time. And like I said it too with Topuria, Spain, European nations right now are just hungry. Your whole European continent is just fucking hungry for fucking for MMA, and you can see it with every time there's fights in France and in England. You see it, but I feel like he's got that whole thing behind his back, and he's gonna prove it. And we'll see the UFC in France really soon with a new champ too.
All right, bet. Yeah, Squared. What do you got, man?
I'm going with Saint Denis for this one. I'll be rooting for Poirier. So Max, just calm the fuck down real quick. Don't get all calm down.
I feel like we've already had this conversation, so I wasn't feeling any type of way because we've talked about this already. I feel like
probably. Yeah, but I just think Saint Denis hungry. I'm not sure where Poirier's head's at right now. He was talking about retirement, but you said what you said, but yeah, I'm just not sure. He might be going into the fight kind of conservative too. Who knows how he's feeling after getting bopped up like that.
Dude, see, that's the thing. It's like, sorry, go ahead, finish your point, and I'll.
No, it's just I don't know. He might be going into the fight a little conservative, a little timid. wouldn't really expect that of Poirier, but you never know, and that's probably not the best way to fight Saint Denis. And I think Saint Denis is gonna. It is a big step up for Saint Denis, which could be a problem for him. But I think he's gonna take this opportunity and run with it.
That's fair. I will say,
yeah, and well, the same thing with Volk. Remember, Volk was coming off that, and I kind of mentioned it, like how.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. My thing is, Poirier's problem in the last few years has been like motivation. Everybody knows that. There's no question about it. But he's always the last 3 or 4 years he's been talking about like, yeah, I've been thinking about like retiring. Like I don't like this anymore. I don't love doing it. You know, I need something that gets me excited or gets me nervous or gets me some money. And he took his money fights with Conor McGregor and he went out there and did his thing. Even after talking about retiring, he was talking about retiring before the Conor fights and he took both of them, won both of them. Obviously, the second one was injury, whatever, doesn't matter. He took the money fights and now he's like, yeah, I want either money fights or fights that intrigue me or fights that make me nervous. He took the fight that intrigued him with Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje knocked him out. Now he's taking the fight that makes him nervous. And I think that is the most dangerous Dustin Poirier you can fight is a nervous Dustin Poirier. Because I don't think Dustin Poirier, we're always talking about how he's losing motivation. He, is contemplating retirement. I think that's a guy that will refuse to get knocked out, and I think he's going to play the smartest game he can. I think he's going to win the fight based off of that game plan. I think he's going to. I don't know if he'll win I said knockout late round, but I don't know if that's going to happen. And I'm a big BSD fan, so it's a tough one for me. But I just think Dustin Poirier knows where he's at in his career, and he's going to do the things he has to do to win the fight. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, and I do like BSD, and I wish nothing but the best for him throughout his career. But Cooper, what do you got, buddy?
I'm going to pull out some. Oh, what just happened to Max?
What the fuck?
Oh, pull it out, bro. I mean, what?
Yeah, yo,
Sorry, dude.
hey, yo, we're live.
What the
We're live. I mentioned this a little bit earlier that this is like another one of those old guard versus new guard matchups. DP has been in the UFC for 12 years. I think he's been ranked for about like 7 or 8 in the lightweight division. And BSD is just coming off the fight where he is ranked. Like he murdered Matt Frivola with that filthy head kick. I love Matt Frivola, but I gotta show props where it's due because that was incredible. But I do want to kind of throw a very important stat that's going to be a factor in making this pick. This is BSD's first 5-round fight in his UFC career. This is Poirier's 11th. Cardio is key. We've seen so many times in fights throughout the UFC, with Poirier, with Saint Denis, and throughout the entire company, cardio is killer. It'll make or break how prepared you are and how you perform in a fight. I do think that this will end within 3 rounds. I think BSD will turn up the pressure early and DP will respond accordingly, and one of them's going out. I don't really know who. Frankly, I don't give a shit who. I love both of them, and I think they're just going to put on a banger anyway. With that being said, I do have to go with Benoit Saint Denis here. This is a situation that I'm in with Squared, where I really like Dustin Poirier, but I honestly don't see BSD losing this fight. I mean, I do see it. I just don't think it's happening. But yeah, that's my pick. BSD.
I think going into what you
payout.
said about this being a 5-round fight, I would say Benoit Saint Denis has gassed in 3-round fights. And Poirier is one of those guys that
I want to ask.
Dustin doesn't fight for a decision, bro. Dustin's gonna go in there He's either
Yeah,
gonna
but Poirier also
try to
can,
finish you.
be the guy that weaponizes cardio at the same time.
Are you telling me I'm like one of the me and Max are the only two picking fucking Dustin for real? Like that's wild.
I've picked so many aging veterans in.
Can I be real? Can I be
I
real?
picked
Like
Volkanovski against.
real as
I picked
fuck, bro. Be
Volkanovski
real
against
as
Islam
fuck.
in the first fight. I picked Volkanovski against Islam in the second fight. Hell, I picked fucking Volkanovski.
Okay.
can
So
I be
Be
real?
real
Like
as fuck,
I
bro.
picked
Why are you wearing a
picked,
shirt? Why the fuck are you wearing a shirt? Why are you wearing a shirt? Be real. Be fucking real. You be real. Be real with me right now, bro. Take that shirt off. No, play. Be real. Go ahead. Be real. Be real.
Shit.
Be real.
Anyway, I'm
Be real,
gonna
bro.
fucking I'm working it off because it has been too long. Okay. I picked BSD I picked Dustin Poirier out of respect, but like
I'm gonna
being
go
realistic,
piss. I'll be right back.
well, Max is gonna miss the reveal, so that's fine.
The review.
The reveal. Man, I'm gonna be real. Like I picked Dustin out of respect, but I didn't want to pick for this fight. I didn't because Dustin is a fucking dog, and I've also disrespected him in so many fights. But yeah, I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna say Dustin. I think Dustin just grits it out. BSD learns, but I don't really care who wins, honestly, in this fight. I kind of want BSD to win, but also it's time. It's time. It's time. So you know, how it is.
It's kind of a oh my god. It's
Took
kind of a
forever.
painful reality, but like DP, I think that Gaethje head kick loss is kind of like it's the start of what would be a
That's exactly my
Alden
point.
might kill me if he finds this if he
Oh fuck.
finds at this, but I think yeah, another thing that I mentioned in my article was BSD can knock your head off with one punch or one kick, or he can squeeze the life out of you with a submission. Like he's
My
very
th-
good in
but
both aspects
my
of
thing
the
though is like Dustin, don't get me wrong, like Dustin's lack, like his thing that he's lacking in is obviously ground. Like he's a fucking phenomenal fighter, but his lack
He
is
got jujitsu.
that jujitsu. He beat fucking Chandler when he was gassed. The only thing that I will say Dustin, like his ground impressed me in is the fact that he almost fucking subbed goddamn Habib, prime Habib. Like I was like, okay. But at the same time, if anybody knows me, I don't think that prime Habib is that good. I don't think Habib Nurmagomedov is as good as everybody thinks he is. That's just I think he's okay. I don't think he's fucking like world like everybody acts like Habib is like this goddamn fucking world beater. Islam Makhachev in his prime would beat the absolute dog shit out of Habib. Fucking argue with the wall.
Honestly,
Argue with the
honestly,
wall.
I agree with you. I
Yeah,
can't believe I'm saying this, but I would agree with you. I
no,
agree.
Habib's not that good. Habib is not that good, and so that is where I go back to this
Steve's
thing.
telling you that. Listen, with the wall. This guy's telling you.
He's arguing. See, he's arguing with the wall. He's arguing with the wall because he knows ball. He's arguing with the wall. But what I'm saying though is like that's why I go back to that argument as is like will like Dustin should have beaten Habib in that submission, but again, it's like tough. It is like where are they both at? That's where I'm that's my whole fucking that's where I come back to. Where are they both at? And again, pardon everybody watching this. I know I'm shirtless. That's part of the fucking thing. Max, you missed it. I'm shirtless.
Oh, I saw it.
Where are they both at is where I'm at because DP Dustin Poirier prime DP is a fucking dog. But I think if BSD is truly in his like reckoning stage, like that fucking dog,
I'm withdrawing my pick. I don't make a pick on this one. I'm dead even. I'm not picking. I can't
Hey,
pick because
Knuckles.
I don't
What
know.
a
I don't know.
fucking bitch. What a
Knuckles, someone in the
bitch.
chat's asking you to spit on him. Just letting you know.
Someone. Okay.
What a bitch.
Yo.
Honestly, what a bitch for doing
Oh,
that.
dear
That's for you.
God.
That's for you. There is spit all over my computer, but somebody asked me to, so I had to oblige them.
I think they meant spit on your titties, but I don't
Dude.
know. I'm not going to speak for
Your
him.
camera's off.
I'm about to fucking end the live. There's no way that just fucking happened.
Dear Lord.
There is no fucking way that just.
Here I am thinking me stretching fucking apple rings is fucking unhinged, but fuck.
Can we skip the main event? Can we just end this now?
God.
What the fuck?
We've lost the plot, brother.
We got one more pick left. We got one more pick left.
I'm gonna keep
I
quiet.
guess we do.
I'm gonna keep quiet.
Yeah, you should just shut the fuck up. Probably.
Leave him alone,
Anyways,
man.
goddamn it, I gotta do this like with an enthusiastic voice after just seeing what just fucking happened. You know how hard that is, Knuckles? You know how fucking hard that is to do? Like, woo! Let's go! We got UFC 299 main event. We got Sean O'Malley versus
and
Cheeto Vera.
new.
Knuckles just spit on the fucking screen, and we got Cheeto Vera and Sean O'Malley fighting for the
I'm clear.
bantamweight
And-
title of the UFC
I'm
world.
pleased. I am.
And I gotta
pleased.
sit here and
still-
talk over that. I mean, come on. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Anyways, Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Cheeto Vera. Sean O'Malley is 17-1-0 and 1 no contest. His one loss is to Marlon Cheeto Vera. His one no contest is to Pedro Munoz. Cheeto Vera, is 31. He's 23-8-1 his career. He's coming off of a win over Pedro Munoz, and before that, I believe he lost to Corey Sandhagen. The one before that, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he knocked out Dominic Cruz. So it's an interesting one. I want Cheeto to win. I love Cheeto. He is one of my top 5 favorite fighters, probably top 3, honestly. I love the dude so much. Do I think he's gonna win? No. I think Sean O'Malley is just too rangy, too much of a sniper from distance. I don't think that. Yeah, Sean O'Malley's got some skinny fucking legs, and they can be pieced up. And if Cheeto takes advantage of that quick and gets on the right side of that very fast, I think he's in good shape. But I think I don't think that's gonna happen personally. I think Sean O'Malley's just range is gonna be too much. I think he's too lengthy. He's too accurate, especially from range. With a slow starting guy like Cheeto, I can see a world where Sean O'Malley just pieces him up from the distance, and I don't think he'll finish him. I think he'll just get a sound decision. Cheeto's never been knocked out. I don't think Sean O'Malley's the guy to do it. I think it'll just be a pretty straightforward decision just from the outside. Knuckles, what do you think, man? You know you can speak now. Yeah, you can speak.
Sorry,
You can say words. You're allowed to do that. It's a podcast, so you're allowed to speak. So
anyway, so this is gonna be my one biased, unhinged pick of the night.
it's gonna be very biased, by the way.
Yeah, it's Cheeto. So I have been I have a lot of time to listen to podcast shows and shit like that, so I hear a lot. From what I've heard, if this is going to influence anybody going forward, but I've heard that Cheeto has had a bad training camp, like a really bad training camp.
Yeah, but Jason Perillo said that was bullshit.
Well, the trainer's gonna say that's bullshit. Just
Yeah,
regardless.
but Jason Perlo sent like videos to Michael Bisping of the training camp, and it looked great. He's been knocking people out in training camp. I don't know.
I think again, but Max, let me cook.
I'm just countering your nonsense with factual information.
I was going to also counter myself and say that I think when people say shit like that, it's bad because also people said that. What I'm basically what I'm gonna say is Cheeto Bear is gonna win. And remember when Sean O'Malley said that he couldn't train for like 6 weeks because he broke his rib before the fucking O'Malley or the Aljo fight, and he still knocked out Aljo. It's the same fucking principle. I think that Cheeto is Sean's foil. I think that Cheeto is Sean O'Malley's foil. I think that the leg kicks, the distance and the timing, and the fact that he doesn't like bite and he doesn't like engage, that is what Sean lives on. Is like people fucking coming forward, biting on the shit. And what have we criticized Cheeto on? He is too patient. He is too waiting, and that's what's going to happen. Is that Sean is going to wait, and Cheeto's going to be like, "Ha, bitch," and he's gonna fucking like he's gonna hit him with some shit. And don't get me wrong, Sean's gonna have moments, but I think it's gonna be like I don't think his fight's gonna be super exciting. It's gonna be super technical. And for hardcores, it's gonna be exciting because they're gonna like make fucking movements, gonna be little timing shit. And I think that Cheeto is gonna fucking knock him on his ass. And I think that Cheeto is going to leg kick his ass too. And I think Cheeto's going to win either a late fourth round or fifth round TKO, or he might win it. Okay. Here's how I'm going to put it. If it goes to decision, I think it's going to be Sean. I think Sean's going to edge out the decision. But if it's finished, it's going to be fourth or fifth round TKO, and that is what I'm leaning on. So my official pick is fourth round or fifth round TKO by Cheeto. And also, Cheeto will not knock down, or no, Sean will not knock down Cheeto, which everybody's saying, oh, Sean's going to fucking knock out Cheeto. Sean's never been knocked down, or Cheeto has never been knocked down, and he won't be in this fight. Cheeto will remain standing, but he won't lose the decisions. But my official pick is Cheeto by fourth or fifth round knockout TKO. I'm drunk. Y'all cook. Sorry.
I'm going with Sean for this one. Again, I'll be rooting for Cheeto, but going Sean. I think there's a reason that the UFC made this fight, and it's not just because Cheeto had that win over Sean in 2020, I think. I think it's because they're kind of trying to milk his star power while they can before Marab gets what's his, unfortunately. So yeah, I think the pacing is just more in Sean's favor. Now, granted, Cheeto could absolutely just fucking put his foot into Sean's skull and send it to orbit, like he's done to people before. But I just don't think that's going to play out that way. So I'm picking Sean. And on that, guys, I am so damn hungry. It's almost 10 o'clock and I haven't had dinner and I'm about to fucking pass out. So I'm peacing out. Love y'all.
All right, Squirt.
Mhm.
Was that for me?
Oh, of course, brother.
Thank you, man. Fuck it. Yeah, since we're all signing off, shit, let me give out my shout outs to my boys down at Footy Zone FC. My boy Jacob, my boy Jamie, Thomas Casual, Sam, Mecca, Mike, Eric Cartman. Yeah, you're there, right? Craig, Joe, Sloth, Rissy Smalls, Reem, and Fire. Shout out to the boys.
Cartman
Magomedov.
Magomedov.
Yeah, shout out to the boys. Also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Cody Garbrandt gonna knock out fucking Davison Figueiredo. You heard that here first, but that's the next card. Sean O'Malley is gonna win. I think he's grown as a fighter since the last time they fought, and I see if I think he can finish him. I don't know. I think they might go up 5. I just know he's got a different game plan. Obviously, his coach, fucking Welch, has been an amazing ass coach too. As you can see that. But the length and just the hunger, the star power, everything's just set up for Sean to win, and it's a long time coming. I feel like he's been training for this fight since he lost that fight. Um, he'll get his revenge back. His leg, he'll run that back. Hopefully he finishes it, but I think it'll be a good fight, man. But I think he'll be too much for Cheeto this time. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I hope you're wrong, man. I agree, unfortunately, but
I think Cheeto, he would have won the belt already. Like if he's been around for so long.
I don't know, man. I mean, people can have that little change in their game and shit that could come to fruition. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't. It would have to be a late finish by Cheeto.
This sport is crazy with that, like.
And granted, you got to think too, like Sean O'Malley's a small bantamweight. Obviously, he's tall, but he's small. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
yeah, he has no ass. If we saw today, he has no ass.
He does not have an ass.
He has no
ass. If you chew away at that motherfucker's legs successfully,
that's right.
Take away some of his striking power.
Yeah, the legs.
I will say, like, can we say, like, I want to, like, don't get me wrong, I'm loud and fucking proud of my opinions, but, like, can we say this? Is everybody's talking shit, like, saying, oh, like, Cheeto got lucky? No, Cheeto chopped those fucking legs in the last fight.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was luck. I think it was a legitimate win. And Sean kicked with that leg, one of the legs that had been damaged. Yeah.
And it fucking got hurt. Like, it's
don't
not.
Throw
it's
leg
not
kicks with your skinny little legs. I guess.
Yeah.
It's not a. Yeah, no, that was a legitimate win.
But Sean's legs have been looking little beefy over the last couple of years. So I'll give him that.
I will see. Be interesting. Did we get Cooper's take on this? I can't remember.
No, not yet.
Gotta get Coops.
He's probably asleep.
He's sleeping.
No, I'm getting close, but no, I'm gonna outline the 2 keys to victory for both guys, or the keys to victory for the 2 guys. Starting with Sean. If anything, Cheeto's last fight before his last fight versus Pedro, if that told me anything, Sean's biggest need in order to get this win is to throw as much strikes as you possibly can. Because Cheeto Vera, if we're remembering correctly, or I think I am, did not do well against Corey Sandhagen, and Corey Sandhagen threw a crap ton of strikes, and he threw them early. He couldn't get his game plan set. He couldn't sort of download the data, quote unquote, to get himself more locked in and more focused. For Cheeto, I think the path to victory is to chop at those legs. Because when you chop at those legs, you take away essentially his entire balance. You take away the T kick, and you take away that goddamn counter right. Because if you can't step back on it, you sure as hell can't use it. So I do think that Sean gets the win. I think it's going to be a late decision, or not late decision. Hold on. I think it's going to be either a late finish or a decision. And I just think that I feel like Sean's path is more attainable because you can always throw no matter what, but you can only land and actually have impact with so many leg kicks. So
yeah,
I think that I think Sean gets it done. I'm really excited for this fight though, because I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of nice not to have a dog in it, but I mean, let's go. So Sean O'Malley by either decision or late round KO.
That's a problem for me. I love Cheeto so much, so I know Knuckles does too.
That's tough, bro. I'm a big Cheeto fan too, bro. It sucks,
I just don't think he can get it done, man. I just don't.
We gotta got a business to run here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Got to give accurate predictions and
yeah, that's the thing. Like that's why, like, dude, hey, if I'm being real, like,
we look at the type of business we run.
what I was gonna say is like, if we're going off of favorites, y'all know I would have fucking picked Benoit, but I'm picking DP. I'm being real, you know, like that's what I'm saying. Like, we're going off of like just what we think realistically, and like, and again, like, it's crazy. I thought realistically I would pick Sean, but like looking at I'm doing stats and shit, I'm picking Cheeto, and you know I'm probably wrong because I'm wrong on a lot of picks, but like this fucking can aside from all that, can we be real? This card is so fucking good, right? Like, right? It is
yeah.
so.
Oh, it's the best that we've seen on paper in a long time, if ever.
I'll be right back.
But yeah,
I know we're getting ready in, but dude, I have to pee so fucking bad. I know
just
we're
go
about to
fucking pee, dude. I'm gonna start the outro.
start the outro.
Let's go, bro. I'll hold your hand. Come on.
Good Lord, have mercy. Yeah, we can't. Oh,
Knuckles, stop jiggling your body fat at me.
we all just saw that. So,
I feel abused.
anyways,
And we're live too.
as we fucking said, one of the best cards we've ever seen, ever, if not the best on paper. Obviously, we'll see how it goes. Some of these cards that are best on paper go very bad in product, but I don't think this is going to be one of those cards. I think we're going to see a damn good card. Man, I have not been this excited for a card, and
It feels like it might be all decisions, bro.
I don't care. I have not been this excited for a card in a very long time, and I'm okay with whatever happens with it because I'm happy that it's happening. I got a lot of friends coming over, man. It's going to be a good time. I hope everybody that's watching it enjoys where they watch it and how they watch it, and I hope everybody's ignoring Knuckles' dumbass right now. But hey, we're having a good time here. As always, you know, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I go through the same spiel every time. I implore you all to give us a follow, give us a like. If you like the podcast, like us, degenerates, just breaking down some cards, talking some shit, interacting with some of y'all shit that y'all talk to. So,
We have some fun guests coming up too, guys.
Yeah, we do.
Like,
We got fucking next week Garrett
Let's just stay
Armfield
tuned,
as
man.
I'm announcing this, as Knuckles just plays with his fucking belly. Garrett Armfield's coming on the podcast next week. We are genuinely could not be more excited to have that guy on. He's an up and coming
And
fighter.
a surprise guest.
Oh yeah. Can't talk about that one. We got a guy
also,
coming
you know,
on.
hey man, I mean, a person maybe that rhymes with Mamble Coclaren might be.
Yeah. So the surprise guest. Yeah.
Max,
super surprise.
Max. Realistically, any of the new people, they're gonna be like, "Who the fuck? Who?
Yeah, they're not gonna know.
But old heads, which is
anyway,
they don't have to know.
I did my outro. Knuckles,
find
you
out
got an outro you want to say real quick before we?
Dude, my only outro is I fucking love y'all. Y'all saw me fucking. There you go, shirtless in his glory. I fucking love y'all. Tune in. You know what it is. Peace out.
Hell yeah. Foo.
Fuck it. Hey man, you know it's always fun live. Shout out to everyone that tuned in. Shout out to everyone that's gonna tune in and watch us because this is gonna be on forever. Knuckles, remember that. I love it though. Excited for this.
I'll fucking beheaded chicken.
I'm excited for what the fuck? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. Not yet. Maybe for UFC 300, but not for 29.
Nice. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, shout out to PETA. Yeah, let me finish, bro. You fucking chopping up chickens during my fucking exit, dude. Come on, bro. Like, how am I gonna work with that?
Bro, my hat side. My hat sideways. I don't know what you guys.
Let the man finish.
Yeah, I'm excited for this card. Excited for 300. Hope my picks are right and wrong because I have a lot of guys that I'm going for that. A lot of fighters that I like that I'm going against, so it's gonna be kind of whack. But yeah, let the best men win, right? That's why they lock the cage up and fucking let them go, fucking tear each other down. Shout out to Knuckles, Max, Coop, Square. Yeah, excited. Can't wait till we run this back so we can see our picks and our not our. Anyways, yeah, Coop, what you got, bro?
Goodbye, horses. Who knows the reference? Who knows the reference?
Yeah, tonight was fun. It's 11 for those of you who don't know, I'm in Eastern time and I think everybody else is either in Central or Pacific, so it is 11 o'clock at night. I'm tired as hell, but I mean, it's always a good night when I get to chop some shit up with the boys. So, yeah, I'm excited for this card this weekend. I am doing I may miss part of it because I'm doing a sound engineering an event for my church, so I'm probably gonna miss a little bit of the prelims, but I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna hopefully have some banger fights at the end of the night that we can talk about in future episodes, and yeah.
Hell yeah. Fair enough. Hey, God bless, brother. Hope that goes well for you. Hope you get to, come in and witness at least a good bit of the fights. Again, we appreciate everything that new additions like Cooper, new additions like Fu, new additions like Squared have been able to, contribute to us. We could not be more grateful. I mean, this podcast in the last month has taken a step forward that has been awesome. I mean, we had Bailey on the podcast. That podcast has already done more views than a ton of our previous ones before that. So, yeah, as always, we appreciate everybody that sits here and listens to us fucking talk. I mean, I go through the same fucking spiel every week. I don't want to say the same thing every week, man. I can't put in the words how much I appreciate you guys. I know we all feel the same way. As always, tell your friends about us. We do this thing every week, whether it's live or not live. I think we're going to be going on a cycle of 1 week live, 1 week not, 1 week live, 1 week not kind of thing. This is Bourbon and Bud live series number 1, technically. So appreciate you guys. I don't know. You guys got anything else before we turn this thing off?
I do. Just shout out anyone we forgot, especially again, fucking Romeo Mac, dude. Love you, bro.
Oh yeah.
You, bro. Yeah. Always watching us. #1 fan, bro. Love you for always fucking putting on that show, bro. Shout out to fucking Romeo. That's it.
I'm gonna say this. I miss Romeo. He choked me out. That fucking shit was funny as fuck. Dude, that dude subbed me in like fucking 2 seconds flat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna work on being like. I'm gonna say this. I know y'all fucking geek on me. Fucking be excited for me being like fucked up. But I'm gonna try to be like more myself. Provide more content. And just let me know. Let anybody watching this. Let me know if you want to see me more fucked up. I'll be fucked up. But like I like being myself. So.
Where are you going with this, dude?
Hey, I want you to be yourself. If you feel like you want to be yourself, just be yourself.
No, I'm gonna be my. Oh, what? I don't remember. I was
Knuckles is just
exactly.
He's just feeling himself.
You better get fucked up.
We should end this thing. I think. We should probably
Yeah.
get out of this thing before
All
while
right,
we're ahead.
guys. Everyone, enjoy the fights this weekend, man. It's gonna be
Oh
bangers.
yeah,
You should.
it's gonna
From
be a
beginning
good
to
fucking
end, huh?
time. Love every one of you. Fucking
I'm
peace
drunk.
out, brothers. All right, y'all. Have a good night.
Peace out, man.